Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever? Because
I don't know if we're getting, yeah, I don't know if we're getting worse at this or better at it. I just
worse.
Like we're only 3 minutes over, but we're still so woefully unprepared to start. But yeah, Pete, I guess I'm ready to start the show. I guess I have to give a shout out before I say hi to people in the chat, and I really don't want to give this one. But as you know, we've been talking to people about adding, flair, or actually, we've particularly be calling out one person, BK, about how he's just a disaster in the chat. He doesn't contribute much. His mom keeps taking away his credit card. And believe it or not, BK got together and actually recommended a couple books this week. So get ready for us to tear that shit right apart.
Well, we'll wait to see what it is first.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what it is. Yeah. But we took his decisions, and we'll let the chat kill BK like he.
We won't pull punches, but don't go with a preconceived negative.
No, of course
not. Did he choose books off of Pete's Wednesday watch list?
I think he did.
Yeah, a couple, of course, because I almost talk about almost every book that comes out. So
no, slow down. Here's where I'll give it to you. Here's where I'll give it to you. Hold on, let me see the DM. Hold on, let me see the DM.
And we got one. Hey, we got a
this is where I'm going to give it.
New addition to the segment because we are doing an old book too.
Oh, let me give you
Grendel 1, but we got an old book.
Grendel 1. Let me give you a little update here from him. He actually gave it to me. He got it to me by Monday.
Yeah, you got it to me pretty early. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, when's your list? Yeah, he got it to me by Monday. So he's within the reason of, within the delivery thing of whatever. Hey, I heard Hawk Tui girl got sued for selling NFTs. You should probably take any advice on NFTs from your local internet influencers.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
NFTs.
I wish I had this video where I would tell people like, hey, don't scam people by trying to scam them with NFTs. But somebody took it down on the old channel so I could never take it and, I don't know, monetize it because our channels never got in trouble and we actually can monetize stuff. So I wish I could find that video. If anybody has it, please send me the clip and make sure you pay your taxes. I appreciate it. Meet me outside. Let's say hi to Tommy. Tommy Longbox. Crack on! Thumbs up high. Sarah, hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. We are. Looking forward to another show.
That gorilla video you sent me was just ridiculous.
Dude, hey, I sent a couple of videos. Fuck Sarah. I sent him a couple of videos, and one of them is the funniest fucking thing on the internet. No response. He just sends me 4 videos back. No response.
That is his response.
Well, maybe.
That's his gimmick.
Hey, Mr. Appleman. Hi, everyone. Hi. What's good? What's good, everybody? Matthew, hey guys, hey.
While it's fresh in my mind talking about the IG things, in case Tyson is watching this on the replay because I don't see Tyson in there, this is what I mean by the explanation I put in the comments. Like that. Like that's the motion and the sound. So take
don't ever do that again. That's gross.
Well, that was kind of the point. If you saw the message you sent me to begin with.
No, that's what a certain YouTuber does to himself in the bath every night. Just saying. Bri J, let's get to. I was talking about Brian McClay. Let's get into Marco, Pete, and Dub. Barlord, hey, well, I don't want people to get confused. Hey, everyone. Hey, how's it going? Because Lopez ain't getting late. Hey, real quickly, can I tell you a story though? I actually forgot about this. But
is it about obsession?
No, what it is. This is when are we going to get rid of? Okay, actually, this is for Dub. Dub could probably help. Dub could probably help for this. I like it. Hey, what's up, Joe? All right, and Joe is gonna kill me in the chat for this one. So, as you know, Dub, Santa Claus. My children are heathens, but they are good heathens. So Santa Claus usually rewards them. And sometimes it's a hunt to help Santa Claus get what he needs. I've been looking for this certain Transformer pack, and I just happened to stop off at a Target in the middle of the day when I'm going from one appointment to the other, and not during lunchtime. So like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. And my question is, when are these wannabe toy flippers going to leave again?
What do
You
you
know,
mean?
like there was that era of toy flipping where you could go in there and they would clear the entire shelf, so they create fake scarcity, and then they could dump them. But let me explain the experience here. So I'm at
Target.
Target, literally at Target, after I'm done at Target, talking to B. Smith about the one that I'm at, and that's where he was on a trial where there was 6 girls jumped a girl outside there. It's actually the movie theater I go to watch the stuff at. It's off of 8 Mile and Grand River. You know, if you know 8 Mile and Grand River, yeah, I'm right by that bus station is where I go. So I was just traveling Grand River and coming back from the east side, so I hit that up real quickly to check for something, and I go inside, and this dude is like. And man, I know I'm very particular about this, and it's usually why I don't sit in between two people while we're at dinner, as you guys know, or anything like that. But like loud chewing is something that just I can't do.
I can't. I can't even at home.
So I get there, and I'm going, and I have a cart, and I go to turn down the aisle, and a guy looks at me, and he's chopping his gum like that. I can hear him. And I go to start to move the cart, and he walks up into the middle of the lane, and the Transformers are right there. And I say, "Excuse me." He doesn't say anything. So I'm like, okay. And I see another dude coming from the other end. So I just put my cart to the front, and I'm talking to Dub on the phone, not you, the other Sean Dub on the phone. And I'm like, hey, and I know what it is, right? You know what this is. This is there's 20% off discount on Transformers. We better see which ones are hot so we can try to flip them real quickly, right? Because Transformers didn't used to go on sale, just like Legos didn't used to, but they are now, and they're not a flip anymore. You have to get them on clearance. So
yeah, Target had a sale going on too.
Yeah, so they had a sale. Well, they're having one on Thursday where it's 40%, which is even better deal. On Legos, not on Transformers. But yeah, so they're chopping. I'm looking for this 3-piece set, whatever, from the new movie. You know, I like that new movie. Saw it with the boy. He likes it. So I'm on there going like, hey man, I've been looking for. Yeah, I'm at Target looking for. So I'm on the phone loudly saying, just looking for the 3-piece set for my kid. Now the guy still doesn't move, so I put the cart to the side. I try to walk to there to see what's there. He doesn't move, and then pulls like, you know, the douchebag when you're digging through boxes, and like we've had this happen to us before.
It's kind of spread out.
Yeah, we've had this before. Me and Dub, like if you've seen this happen between us before.
Like the dude in Big Trouble in Little China, kind of blow up.
We'll be talking to each other, and I'll be fucking around, and then somebody will go in between us while we're talking. So he pulled that move with the toy. Like he kind of snaked in wherever I was looking, and I was playing defense. So I said, "Excuse me again, motherfucker," just chomping the whole time. And you know, by that time, I mean, this is like 3 seconds, but still, by that, I've had enough of this shit. So I act like I'm walking past him and fucking walk right in front of him and grab like just any Transformer off the shit. Because at this point, I don't give a shit anymore. I was like, ooh, this is a good one. I go over, I scan it. Yeah, I scan it in front of the thing and go, that's a super cheap price. And then I go, and then he's like, he's looking around and he starts to dig to see if there's any more, right? So when he goes down, I put that one back and I go and grab and I start scanning this shit again. And now what he does is he then like presses himself against the, like, if this guy wasn't a vagina, I mean, he must have lived in Arizona. I swear to God. If he wasn't a vagina, he would have like his penis would have been touching the you know, a couple of the rails on the toy shelves at this point, because he's that close. So then all I did was reach around him again. So then I go through and I had to get some other shit. I had to get some stationery for those station.
Did he follow you down the stationery aisle?
No. Well, I don't know. So I'm still on the phone.
The best ones to get.
So I'm still on the phone because now I've like shuffled up all the Transformers, right? So this guy doesn't even know which ones I was saying was the cheap ones or the good deals anymore, which I find hilarious. Still chomping on his gum. So I go get some stationery. I'm talking my buddy who I sell comics with. He tore his hamstring. So we're talking about how we're going to get this worked out. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
We're kind of talking about how we're going to get the con worked out and everything else. So then I'm through stationery. I went to stationery. I went up to, we eat these, like, there's these seaweed packs. It sounds weird. They're really good, dude. They're like called gimmies or something. And they're in teriyaki. Yeah. They're awesome. But my kids eat them for snacks all the time. I eat them on the go. I just buy them by when they're there, I just take 2/3 of the shelf, you know, in the containers and put them down there, leave some for somebody else, but we eat a lot of them. So I go down that aisle. I think I pick up like a, what's that thing that I drink? This one. I pick up a box of this stuff, You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I picked
it
up
looks
some.
like beer.
It isn't. It's water. That's the
No,
pure
I'm
water
just saying
one.
It looks like.
Then I think I picked up like 2 beef sticks because the kids are on a beef stick kick. So I pick up 2 beef sticks. I go through. I grab a couple. I go through
What are
Red
they,
Bull.
Slim Jims?
It might be. It's the chili. It's the chili cheese ones, or is it the Frito ones? Frito, whatever the Frito one is. Grab a couple of those.
Fritos, huh?
Yeah. Grab a couple of those.
Yeah, Frito would probably match up with snap into a Slim Jim there.
Then I run over to check if they've got. I go over to like the lighting section to check whatever. So I'm in there 30 minutes, going through all different sections, right? Picking up what I need to get out. All of a sudden, I got something else there. I'm not going to say what it is because it's a present for somebody from somebody. So I'm putting the stuff into the back of my.
Yeah, he forgot where he is today.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, this is an SNS. Oh, shoot. Oh, my bad. But so I get to my truck after all this. Like, I drive a big Expedition, like extended Platinum. Like, it's a big, you've seen it before. It's a big fucking vehicle. I need it for work, but whatever. So in the back of that, I keep a tub where, like, when I'm buying stuff that's not part of work, I just put it in this plastic tub. So I'm going through it, and I look at the package, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, the thing that I just bought has got a dent in it. And I'm like, in the, like, cardboard, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm thinking, well, I got the perfect excuse because it's going to be in a big red bag or the ho guy knocked it in the chimney. All right, cool. And I feel something weird.
Is it the
And
gum?
I didn't realize what it was. And then all of a sudden I turn over my shoulder. It's Chomper. And he's looking like, how the truck works, it's got one of those automatic lifts, but you can also press a button and then it automatically pulls up the window thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the door open. I had the fucking window open. So I'm like in the thing and he's like here looking at what I'm looking at. And I'm like, the fuck. Like I turn around and go, the fuck, like right in his face. Didn't faze the guy. I mean, none of this shit. By the way, this guy's demeanor hadn't phased him. Like, I would have at least said, if somebody says, excuse me, does all this shit to you, you figure at one point, you'd be like, hey, at least say fuck you, or like, all right, man, I'm sorry, dude, or whatever, or what's your problem? He doesn't fucking flinch or do anything different besides move closer to the fucking, doesn't look at this. So I'm like, the fuck? Turns out his truck is 2 spots down from mine. But where I park, because my vehicle is so big, I don't like the next closest vehicle is 6 spots, like closer to the building. I park way the shit out, dude. I don't park by anybody because, like, whatever. Somehow people always end up parking by me. So then I'm watching. I'm like, what the shit? And I'm thinking, what? How is this guy looking over my back? So then I go over to him. I go, I've already said, what the fuck? I go, can you learn how to? Yeah. I just used that in our personal chat.
I know you did it in our chat.
Yeah. And I'm like, so then I'm like, fucking people the only thing that could come out of my mouth because I'm so fucking like, what the fuck's going on is, I wish people could fucking learn how to chew. That's what I yell at this dude. And he just ignores it, gets into his truck. So then I stand in front of his truck. I just go, still nothing out of this dude. Nothing. So then I walk the spot up and over, get in my car. I'm like, is this fucking guy for real? Dude just sits there. Doesn't move his fucking thing. I know. Artrell, come on. This is weird as shit. So then finally, I start to take off, figuring this guy's going to follow me. Or no, yeah, I'm sitting in the truck doing whatever, just chilling there, whatever. I turn on the engine. I look like I'm going to go off, but I don't actually drive. He drives off. And then I put it back in park, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. So that's my question to you, Dub. Can we get rid of these wannabe toy flippers? And what the fuck just happened there?
Okay, hold on. Like this story that you just told us is,
I think he's a toy flipper, right? That's what he probably was.
maybe.
But, okay, here, I'll tell you who he looks like. He looks like Brad, but doesn't smile as much. Like same outfit, like golfer, like you know what I mean? You know Brad?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Brad. So he looks like he looks like if Brad was somebody else, like a Brad doppelganger almost. It was not Brad, but he looks like a Brad doppelganger.
He wanted to make a new friend. He didn't know how to engage you properly.
What I'm saying is the guy doesn't look like a creepy guy. He looks at like insurance salesman or like, like the guy from State Farm, right?
A Bible
State Farm.
salesman?
Is that a good description? Like he looks like a guy from State Farm.
An insurance
Don't tell Brad I
salesman
said
that
that.
golfs.
Yeah, that golfs. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's nice. Like just boop. Now this guy wasn't smiling like Brad does. Brad's super nice, but yeah, he looks just, I mean, and he's got gray hair. So what? He's in his 60s or something, whatever. 55, 60, somewhere in that age. Please explain to me. It's not somebody wanted to befriend, but maybe he was. Maybe he was on the bus. I don't know, but like what? I just Dub.
I don't know how. First of all, I don't know what to do about toy flippers. Like that's just a thing.
I think that's what he was,
you
though, right?
Did he walk out with a bunch
Maybe.
of toys? I don't know.
I don't know, but why, dude? It was a girl's toy that I had bought. Why? I think he was seeing if I bought a Transformer. It wasn't a Transformer. I did not buy a Transformer.
Well, I mean, like that has so many levels of like inappropriateness. Whether or not he's a toy flipper.
Yeah, you don't realize you give the story. We don't know where to begin.
Yeah, like I don't even know how to respond to any of that.
He was chewing.
The guy is sticking his face in your car to look in your.
No, so like I was okay.
shoulder.
So here I was like this. So I'm in, and he is over this. He's over this shoulder.
I mean, either way, that's personal space that's being invaded.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
So there's no. First of all, he wouldn't let you pass. Maybe he was deaf. Maybe he couldn't hear.
He
That's
can't
an
hear the
option?
chewing sound. That he
It's
makes.
not.
Yeah,
Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not profitable at the levels. Like you could say that, but there's plenty of guys that are in there buying stuff that is not profitable at those
How-
levels.
To be
Because
fair,
that's not
I mean,
how
really,
it works, right?
how
Like we
profitable
know how
most
it
of
works
these
because we
toys
sell
be.
toys too. Don't get it twisted. We know how
Yeah,
it works.
you go buy a toy off the shelf for $25 that you can sell online for $35. That ain't much profit.
Yeah,
You
no,
got to
I
pay
think
sales tax on that
30%
thing,
off,
and
like,
you got to pay taxes
Your
on
fees
the
are
sale.
more on the profit. Yeah. So
You know
that's
what I
not
mean?
how it
Like,
works.
You ain't
Yeah.
making any money.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying the mega. I'm not or 2 mega. I'm not trying to knock you for that, but like, that's not like this guy. I don't know. Oh Jesus!
But I mean, that's one way to get some of those people will go away once it stops. He's correct, or they are correct.
Yeah,
Mega is correct. Some of them
Yeah.
will go away.
Some.
Yes,
And some have.
Mega
A lot
theory,
have
yeah.
actually. A lot have.
right.
But I'm talking about these like dingleberries that are just hanging around. Like
Well, that's like their job.
they definitely were dingleberries, but there's no. He didn't even buy. Well, that's the other thing. I'm not sure, but I don't even think he bought anything. He's
Maybe they
just
were
going
there-
there. Is it
Yeah,
the
but
new
like-
Home Depot?
Maybe he's a card guy, and like he was trying to like copy off you and get Transformers or something that he thought were gonna be. Who knows? Like like
Oh yeah, I mean,
They
card
don't
guys.
know.
Maybe your
and
play
they're
acting
trying
of
to-
finding scores really convinced him that you knew what you were doing,
right.
and he
So-
wanted to get some tips
Yeah.
on Marco, the excellent toy collector, and see
Yeah.
why you're
This
grabbing
guy
it.
knows he's on the phone and he's scanning Transformers. This guy knows what's going on.
I was just talking though, and I was telling him it's for my. I mean, you had to hear me say, "Yeah, I'm looking for this one for my kid." Like at that point, yeah, I don't know. Do you think though? Now that I'm going through this and I'm thinking about it because it's something Pete and you just said, and I know it sounds like a stretch, but do you think that Target or toy aisles are the new Home Depot?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
Rest
Like
stop.
there's a
the
certain age people males get, mainly I'm just gonna say it, mainly white males. And like for a long time when they got to that age, and I think it's whenever they retired, 56 or 65 or whatever it is, they would just naturally be wandering Home Depot and looking at what everybody else was looking at, never buying anything, testing all the test tools, and just kind of like looking maybe for camaraderie, I guess. That's a nice way. I mean, I don't know what it was, but you know, like I would always be,
repairing
it'd
a
be
deck.
they just do
Make
this.
sure you get those screws up to code.
Oh, I use those. Oh, yeah. You know, but some of them wouldn't. Some of them would just be like,
What you getting there? Transformers?
I
That's,
remember. So that was the one
condition.
time. No, I remember like 8 years ago. I went into a Home Depot. I was with one of my friends who was in my wedding. That like they own a construction company, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I wanted to try that out." Like they were demoing like some thing because I was thinking about buying one of them. I went to press it. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I go, "I'm demoing the shit." And sure as shit, this guy came over. He goes, "You got to go now." I was like, "Go where?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he just sits there and watches me demo it. and then sits there and like goes, and then he starts demoing it. Like, we're gonna talk about some shit. And my boy's like, hey, we gotta go, man. We are double parked. We gotta go. And I was like, what the fuck is that all about? He goes, watch. And the dude just sits there. He keeps looking at us, and then he just does it again. We go up an aisle, come back.
Wait,
the dude's just like waiting around, trying. Then he's doing it someplace else, and then he's looking at somebody else pick up, like you said, pick out things.
He was waiting. He was going to try to ghost you. He was going to try to go around your back and help you demo it.
Yeah,
and oh, this is how you do it properly. Let me teach you. And
I don't know. No, Kingdom of Nerds. I think you're mistaken. Yeah. God, that's exactly it. Yeah, they go to McDonald's, spend like 3-4 hours in there, drink a small coffee. Yeah. And then they make their way to the Home Depot. Now I think we've solved the problem. Thank you. I think we've actually solved the problem. Oh, hey, Kyle, what's going on? Yeah. You want to join on? You get a link. Come on in if you want. Here's the deal with it. I think I figured it out. I think what's going on is the dude, like it's the new, that's it. It's the new Home Depot, right? Because the guy didn't look creepy. I mean, what he did was
extra disturbing to me then, because of the kids that are going to be in the aisles too with the toys.
Well, there was no. I mean, it's like 11 o'clock and a weekday. The kids aren't in the aisles. There's 2 other dudes trying to like.
What about Bebe's kids?
Pick up the bottoms of the shelves and shit like that. Well, babies. I mean, I can't help babies' kids. Fuck. Yeah, I mean.
Sorry.
I mean, maybe like like some people gravitate towards Home Depot and whatever. That's a thing, but like. Maybe this is like a diversification. Like some people go to Home Depot, some people go to Target, some people go to other places.
I didn't know what that was. I don't know. That's Festivus. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
All right, Barlow.
I was looking at a doll for my son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't. It wasn't there. I mean, I was kind of being a dick after he tried to do the pull-up move, so I was like acting like shit was good. And then since I'm talking to Sean on the phone, he knew exactly what I was saying. Like that guy knows, like that's why we're that good. He knows exactly what I'm saying without saying it. Because he knew what I was looking for anyway. So he's like, why the fuck did he tell? Oh, okay. So we started doing the game on the phone, which is pretty fun. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. He definitely probably No. This guy actually has a job probably at one point, made a living for himself, didn't have to live in his parents' house. But, I mean, like, I think that's what it is. I think I just cracked the case on it. But you're right. That can lead to a very weird scenario when now all of a sudden you get these moms and they're having the little shit bags run through the aisles all the time. And all of a sudden they just see some dude standing there staring at the Transformers for hours on end. And
Michael Myers just standing there.
Dude, he did like that. That was the other weird part. Like usually if you're like looking for stuff, you're like kind of going like you're moving your head, you're doing something. No, he was just like this the whole time. No, hold on. Let me get the camera.
Just
yeah. I mean, I reached right from him, didn't move, didn't flinch, just did this. And then when I went and did the thing with the then all of a sudden you saw him like try to grab for the ones. I don't know. It was weird. Dude's going down. Oh, whoa. Pause. Yeah, you're right. This is not. Hey, Phil, what's up? Meat in a bag. Wait, what? Meat in a bag?
That's your beef jerky talk.
Beef sticks.
Oh, yeah. They make these organic ones now, BK. Just ask your mom. She'll know about them. She loves the beef sticks. Any type of form of meat and tubes she enjoys, believe me.
Beef jerky time. Want some beef jerky?
I was not friends with him, Artrell. I bet you Artrell said this before he understood how that story ended.
No, he was right on. You were making
fun. No, see, that's what the guy that bought my Spider-Man book is a dude that wears shorts.
This sounds like a really convoluted misconnections that again should have been on SNS.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this story sounded like.
Yeah, no, dude, did I say?
You remember me? I was in the Target aisle looking at Transformers when you reached around me.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You said something about meat sticks, and I followed you to your truck.
And that's it.
Behind you. My hot breath on your neck.
Yeah, geez, chewing your gum really loud. Anyways, that's funny. Okay, let's get sorry for the long story. I was
after
actually
hours first. That's what we
I
did.
actually was talking. I had hung up with Sean by that time, and I had to call B Smith about something, and I was so fucking freaked out. I guess by that thing, I was like, "Why didn't I punch this dude?" That I talked to Brian, and he's like,
Well,
"Fuck,
you
you
don't
didn't
do
punch
that.
him?" And well, dude, the guy was that close, and I was like, "Yeah." So I was riled up. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be funny. You still do that show on the interwebs?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You definitely should talk about it on the interwebs." I go, "Okay, I'll do that."
An errant elbow would have probably,
Yeah, just
been
accidentally.
acceptable. Yeah, accidentally, of course.
I want to put a Megatron in your Optimus Prime. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The best is I think the Transformers that were on sale were actually, I think I picked 2 of them up from Ollie's for $9.99, and they're on sale for like $29.99. So like that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not really flipping toys because you're not where you should be. You shouldn't be at Target. You should be at Ollie's. Anyways, all right.
So really quick, so the moral or the gist of this story is that Sean is not going to be at the show this weekend.
No, he's not. No toys.
No, the gist of the story is always chew with your mouth closed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you
I gotta
you know,
call him.
if you really want to know what my first name is, just go to any Comic-Con. They all know who I am.
It's true.
It is true.
That's how. I mean, yeah.
Not a secret. All right. Go ahead. What do you got? News?
Yeah. We can do news.
I got to do the thing then. You want me to do the thing? I'll run the thing.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, or comic book stores throughout the Midwest. Sorry, Ryan probably shows that too. Anyways, go
I
ahead.
gotta get some gold. I gotta get a gold grill up here. It's a gold my t-shirt.
I don't even understand what that is.
I love you, Solo.
Do you know who the Tonga Kid is? Are you familiar?
No,
with
is he related to one of the famous Tongas?
He is a famous Tonga. He's like from your time in wrestling.
Oh, are you talking about the one? Yeah, the guy that flew off the rope.
Fatu, Sam
Yeah,
Fatu, maybe
Fatu.
his name.
Sam Fatu. Okay, yeah.
He was
okay.
also known as the Tonga Kid in WWF.
Okay.
This is his son, Jacob Fatu, is the Samoan werewolf.
Does that add up? Isn't Sam Fatu like 70?
Well, this
Guy's got a kid. He's been around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that
he's
adds
not a
up.
brand new
Oh,
guy.
I
Yeah.
thought you said he was a new wrestler, like he's
He
like
is
some
new
kid
to
out of NES.
WWE, but
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
okay.
young.
Yeah, he was probably over in Japan or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay,
probably-
all right.
he's
That adds
around.
up. That adds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Sam's old. Sam's old. So my time of wrestling. Get out of here, Dub.
the stuff that you
Yeah,
watch.
rip it,
Yeah,
rip
you don't watch anything
You
current.
don't watch
so,
anymore.
Yeah.
You know what's
watch
awesome
time?
though, dude? I have got a great idea for Matt for the SNS. And
Well, then don't say it now.
I'm not going to, but it's
All right,
pretty
excellent. I like it.
good.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
59.
Yeah. So it's
It's
not
not so
that
bad.
bad.
He's taking. Hey, first off, Ryan, he's taking a lot of bumps.
Still probably is
Hey, he's
like 30.
59. He's 60 in fucking normal years. He's 72 in
Oh, yeah,
in wrestling years.
years?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that doesn't affect his ability to have children. And wrestling bumps don't necessarily affect that.
Oh,
That's true.
you've never been kicked in the nuts before, have you?
Again, Jacob Fatu's
No.
not young. He's been around a while.
Yeah.
Pre-nut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he had him
He's
before
pre
he
the
got
nut
the
kicks.
nuts. All right, so let's talk about some things that are happening.
One of those.
Talk
One
about
of
some
those.
things. We got to talk about
Comic world. We got things to talk about. So we're going to start off with some comic news. I mean, we don't normally talk about comic news.
Talk
around
about
here.
Wait a
Ruben.
second. You actually want to talk about comic books?
We're going to talk about comic books.
I
Well,
don't know about
not
that.
actually the comic books, but the business of comic books.
Oh, let's talk about the business.
So let's talk about the comic.
Let's give him
book
the dirty
business.
business.
We're talking about a comic book distributor. This
Yeah, you gonna
distributor,
explain why I didn't
Diamond
get most of my books
Comics.
today?
I can't. I
You can
can't.
go
I
into the
can't say
shop.
anything. I can't say anything about them anymore. I got the cease. I can't.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I ain't
Well-
get a lot of my books today. When we do reviews, a couple I got to tap out on because
Dude, I put in a
There you go.
character.
There you
I
go.
put in a character for a book. We'll see it later. Didn't get the book. It wasn't a great book either, by the way. It's a shitty book. I don't know because I didn't get it, but it wasn't. I was like, well,
It was
nobody's
bound
gonna
to be a
buy this
train
book.
wreck.
That's why I put it in the review. Didn't come out.
Yeah.
Didn't come out.
Bound to be a
Go
train
ahead.
wreck. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't get it.
so anyone who's been going to the shop the past couple weeks, you know that you've had problems ever since they closed the warehouse in Plattsburgh. There's been issues with delivery Thanksgiving, and since then there's been issues every week. I talked to my local LCS, my buddy Danny P. He gave me the lowdown of what's going on. He said it every week. Like some weeks you don't get an invoice, you just get a packing slip. You don't know what. Yeah,
you don't know what's coming. It just shows up.
Exactly, and
it shows up with a bill. This is what you owe us.
Yeah, send us this much money. So, as a result of this, we got a letter, or not we, but comic shops got a letter from Diamond. It was a really long letter. I didn't want to spend an hour reading it.
No.
So I just.
So we aren't on SNS. So we're not on SNS.
Where's Matt?
Where's Matt? Matt, could you please read this? Yeah. Matt, please. Every word.
Chris Powell is the chief sales officer at Geppy Family Enterprise, which is the people who own Diamond. And basically this says, this is only part of the letter that they sent out, but they got kicked out of Plattsburgh because they were on a month-to-month lease, and then whoever the owner was decided to lease it to somebody else without letting them know, so they had to quickly get out of there.
How that works.
I'm just telling you what they are saying. I can't verify the factual.
Somebody call Giuseppe Geppy and let's see what's up.
Yeah. Good luck getting hold of that guy. He doesn't talk to anybody. Unexpectedly.
His wife was at the last Diamond thing in Baltimore handing out just garbage.
And how many years ago was that?
I think like 3.
Yeah. So,
but it's probably since the museum closed too, right? It's probably been about 3 years.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were once the only company to distribute comics all around the country, and now they've lost most of their comic publishers.
Think about him as the Vince McMahon of comic books. That's what it was. It used to be. You used to have reach. I think
the first half of it, but not the ending of it, because now it's still. Well, now there's multiple distributors. There's still really only one wrestling company. I don't care. Don't give me AEW these days.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just saying it should. Somebody else owns it.
I hear what you're saying.
But there's still kind of one.
Yeah. Well, there's still kind of one now too. You forget that, like, what Diamond's been doing over
Penguin. They're
well, you forget what Penguin's been kind of doing lately too. Is they've been using Diamond mainly as a sub distributor.
Yeah, no.
So Penguin has been. This is actually. And that actually is, I guess, is where I see a problem with this is like, we can make fun of Diamond and I guess whatever. I mean, they weren't bad people. They were interesting. They did what they thought was best for themselves, but whatever. I think the problem that we're going to have is how are books going to, I'm not sure Penguin's distribution process without Diamond sub distributing the books is going to get solved quickly. And I think there's going to be a loss. And I think we're going to have some LCSs shut down because of it. I just don't understand how, like, you can say what you want, but with Diamond taking over all the small regional distribution networks and then just pretty much crashing them and then putting monopoly over the printing presses, like I mean, it's a logistic nightmare. And that was one of the things, if you recall, when Penguin first started and people were like, well, we'll try Penguin. Part of even their packaging process was so wrong, and Diamond was still getting the books out ahead of them because they were sending books to Diamond and Diamond was just shipping them out faster and they had easier distribution to it. And that's why Penguin then used them for sub distribution. So like, if you get rid of the sub distributor, like, and once again, I have no beef with Diamond. I liked regional distribution better because you could just go up to the distributor and pick your books up, which is fine. But that's like, I'm doing a Dom here. Like, back in my day, kids, you could just go to the distributor. You know what I mean? Like, So what? Diamond did what they were supposed to do. And if you didn't like how they package, okay, I think their discount situation where they picked and choose, if you kiss their ass, they'd give you a better discount or not, was a little shitty. They're picking winners in the LCS wars of who was going to be who was going to get the better deal in LCSs. And if they thought, that's why the East Coast has always had better books. I mean, like, that's, that's why there's been that Rust Belt magic was there because of them. Like,
yeah, well, you didn't have the funniest conversation ever today that I had with my father when he called to tell me, he's like, couldn't get most of your books today. And I said, let me guess, Diamond? He's like, yeah, how did you know? He's like, is it on the news? I'm like, well, Dad, it's not on the news, but you also understand I do have a comic book channel, so I kind of
will be on the news tonight.
You go, hey, you still got a comic book channel? You should talk about this today.
I know what it is, Dad. He's like, really? Oh, okay. Well,
you should probably talk about this today.
Like, he didn't get his books. All right, cool. I'll figure out alternative means at this point.
Yeah,
I will tell you.
I don't know if it's going to create low print run shortages. It'll get there. What it's going to create is people saying that, oh, this will never show up. We've seen this happen before, actually, especially with switching over and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be tough because all of a sudden you're not going for books.
Here's two potential problems, though. You're either going to have false FOMO because some people got some books and other people didn't.
Talk about
I couldn't find a copy of this book anywhere. It's got to be rare. And all of a sudden, hey, they got their diamond order. There's plenty of them now.
Yeah, that's that. Remember about a year and a half ago that happened? That was happening with Star Wars books. It was happening anything that was Dark Horse for a while. And then Image had a little thing with it too, and it was all a distribution thing. Here's what they did. Yeah. Hey, and Matt.
Don't forget the opposite of that too. Hey, some books are going to get lost in the sauce because people couldn't get them, and then by the time they actually show up, nobody cares because
nobody gives a shit anymore. And that's what I'm saying. So the LCSs are going to be stuck with the bag
on the shelf, and the LCS is screwed with copies of books they can't sell because
they can't sell anymore.
They don't want them.
Going to suck. I mean, that really is going to suck. Here's what I'm going to say. A couple years ago, they did. They actually had given this big rollout. That was the last Diamond Summit I've been to. And they were telling everybody how, don't worry, there's big things on the horizon. We're going to take care of it. We're going to do the best. And that's when they really started doing, like, they kind of go and focused on being a sub-distributor.
Do better.
Did they, though? Remember
they
that,
did.
Pete? You were there. Pete, you
were there. Do better.
Pete, we were there together. We were in the room because it wasn't even just in their, like, summit. They were doing it in their like giveaway shit room. They were just preaching how they were doing it. That's the one where I got
giveaway shit room with you.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I was in the bad idea room with you, and I went into Adam's thing with you.
No, that wasn't there. This was a couple years ago, 3 years ago, Pete. 2 years ago.
I don't remember.
Where your buddy kept getting like free signatures. He kept like walking right back into the line to get signatures from Phil Miller. That's time.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a problem for LCSs, which is
that's right. That's why we got John Boy to do the iHeart Rennavision signature, and then I gave that away.
That's not
the letter.
true.
There were multiple letters. There were multiple messages that came from Chris Powell here, and like I said, I didn't want to read all of this to you, and I didn't like put all the letters here on the screen. But you know that we're going to have team mobilization. We're going to have communication. We're going to make operational adjustments to make sure we get the right stuff to you. And
the problem is
this is what they're going to say.
The problem is here's the problem. You cannot speed up. They've already sped up the timing from the printer to distribution from leaving the warehouse, and people started getting books on fucking Thursday for the next week. You can't make it any fucking faster.
Well, the problem here is like they lost a whole warehouse.
I understand, but like
space and space and shipping.
No. The space has nothing to do. The space has nothing to do. But that's what I'm saying. You would have because you'd have to start shipping out. The place where they lost the warehouse to was a hub. Yeah. So where their hub was, it could get places shorter. That was what I'm telling you. So now if you're one less now, so you would literally have to go from printer to just fast distribution, which some places then would have to, because you're right, you don't want to fill up your warehouse. Some places would have to get their books almost directly from the printer. So you're literally turning your book over that fast. When you're doing that, that means the book has to be like printed. You would have to like distribute it before the Wednesday. They're going to go back to the old way with the newsstands where you're getting where the date says September through December, because you're getting the fucking book whenever they can get it to you at this point. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like this sucks, and it's not that dire. Hold on, pump the brakes.
That's the other thing. It's not that dire. That conversation
gotta be patient.
that I had with my buddy today. He said it's going to make him start looking into Penguin and Lunar a lot more. That's one thing that he told me.
Right, but they sub-distribute, so that's not going to help.
Well, I mean, if Diamond can't get in the books, but whatever.
No, but hold on.
And then he said also, guys would come in. Guys are coming in saying, "Oh my God, your business must be terrible. This is like terrible for you." And he's like, "The books got here. They just didn't get here this morning, they got here this afternoon, or they got here Thursday instead. He still has the books to sell, but they're coming in scattered, and they're getting So Christmas Wednesday, he told me Thursday is the official release day for Christmas Day. New Year's Day.
Oh no. That's not what I think he's saying. Starting next week, that shipping window is fucked.
Well, it's gonna
be like
every year around this time, the next week, starting next week, people, even in the best of times,
I mean, Christmas is going to mess it up, but then New Year's is going to screw it up the week after that.
Not the date. Like all the stuff.
I know. I'm just saying. But that also plays into it. That's not going to help matters. And
I'm not saying that this one's going to kill it. What I'm saying is, like, who do you think? People must forget this, but 6 months ago in the summer, there was a Penguin shipment got delayed. But whose truck was it?
Truck?
It was a Diamond truck. It wasn't a Penguin truck. It was a Diamond truck.
I understand. A lot of shops still get their Marvel and whatnot, Penguin stuff through Diamond. It's easier. They still
even Penguin uses Diamond to if you order through Penguin, Diamond just puts it in a fucking Penguin box, bro. It's on the truck, man. Like the truck that they ship out there. It's coming from the same place. Like they have Penguin boxes in Diamond warehouse. They just fucking here you go. We do this. Okay, yeah. Penguin. Hey, send out 300 to fucking Big Nuts comic shop. Okay, there, Billy. And they done. Put it on the truck.
And I gotta say, God bless all you shops that have to order the books and go through all these different sites. Because my buddy who has to do the order, he showed me how the sites work. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous setup in the world. They have to order all the books, finding the right books and making sure you're picking the right ones, and what are incentives, what are not incentives, and
dude, remember
pictures are hard to see. I'm like, this is just nonsense,
dude. There was one time through the ordering system at one point they were saying, this was pre-pandemic, we're going to now have an ordering system where your customers will have the pull box for you, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the first rollout of this. I think they've done it since, but the first rollout of it, it turned out that shops were getting quadruple orders. Customers were ordering things that weren't it wasn't they were ordering books that came out a week, but they said they didn't order it. They said they ordered another book that came out a month before. There was just all weird shit because they were ordering back order shit, but Diamond would fill it with let's say you ordered Captain number 2 because it was available for ordering because they gave them the Diamond ordering, which, with overages and stuff, you can go back. Diamond, how it works is that they would have a bunch of books. For right now, Penguin just had a sale on Marvel books. So they had a bunch of extra books that were printed for damages, for overages, for all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's on the back order. So the reorder aspect. So even when they sell out, they don't sell out of all the books. They still keep a percentage of them as backup. And then if that backup doesn't get done in reorder or doesn't get taken with damages, then they liquidate it 6 months later. The liquidation period now is every quarter. It used to be 6 months to a year later. It's every quarter now. So what I'm saying is what the fuck was I saying? I don't know why I had to explain that to you.
I don't know. I'm just pointing out just the sites.
I just be careful with it, man.
Are ridiculous, and the whole thing with the FOC ordering, it's again, as my buddy.
Oh, that's what I was saying. So they put that order system in.
Certain certain companies don't do FOC the same way. Yeah. You don't order the book in the first go around, it won't show up come FOC time.
Yeah,
if you didn't order it already. So it's
so that's what was happening. They were sending them old books when they were supposed to get new books, and new books when they were supposed to get it was just all jacked up. And they ended up killing that. They ended up killing that service. And I think they re-rolled it out. I think they tried to, but all right. Well, good luck.
Anyway, we're 45 minutes in, and we got through one news story.
We have 30 news slides. Holy shit! We are fucked today.
Here we go. Let's talk about the box office.
Ooh, box office. Oh, I got to
box office report.
Just gonna do my thing. There we go.
What was the #1 movie in America?
Morbius. Oh, not Morbius.
No, it's not out yet.
Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven's not out till this weekend, and it's not looking good. No, last weekend would have been. It's probably still Moana.
Moana,
unless Wicked.
Yeah. Definitely Moana.
Unless Wicked. Now I'll go Moana still.
Wicked's Legos aren't selling well.
Moana. It is.
Look at Wicked with 36 coming back.
Hanging in there.
Still hanging in there, yeah. Gladiator's still
Gladiator's still lingering.
Hold on now. Red won.
Red one.
I hope Rock took points. If Rock took points, he's doing really good.
He's not doing really good. That movie didn't make that much money to begin with.
It just made another $7 million. How much you think?
Another $7, yeah, but it cost.
I don't know what Red One's about, but how much could it possibly cost to have fucking The Rock run around with a Santa Claus?
Well, he was running around with Chris Evans for one, and two, there was a lot of special effects from what I saw in that trailer.
Oh shit!
So yeah, The Rock
Santa's
lost some
Secret Service, and Santa's gone missing, and they got to find him or something like that. So
yeah, but that can't be that. I mean, what that could be a.
The Rock is not cheap, and Chris Evans is not cheap.
Yeah, fair.
That movie wasn't cheap.
The Rock made money. Well. I don't know if the movie's gonna make money.
What's Push Pa?
No, that I don't know, but it's a part 2.
The only one I don't know. It's part 2 though. Yeah.
I mean, part 1 must have been okay. I guess.
I mean, they made it part 2, so you had to get your Push Pa. Maybe that's what that guy was trying to do behind you.
Yeah, but he probably was trying to push.
Trying to give you a little Push Pa.
Yeah, that's true. It is out on Amazon tomorrow. You can watch it.
Is it really?
What is?
Red One.
Oh, really?
Red One was made for Prime. So they just premiered it in movie theaters. So good for you. Yeah. Oh, you did? Me too. Killed it, Corgi. We all missed part 1, I guess. Somebody look up what Push Pa is. What is the chat's behind today?
I wouldn't say it was missing
Pa. Don't do it. It's probably not worth it. All right, so Moana 2 has been great.
Movie. Probably.
Could be a Bollywood. It could be a Bollywood, yeah.
Okay. All
right, we're good.
Bollywood action film.
Okay, we good. Okay.
Here we go. Next.
46 minutes in.
Interstellar has broken records 10 years later. So we talked about this. So it's coming back in theaters and IMAX.
We did?
And 10 years later, we did. We talked about it. You asked who that little boy was, and I told you it was Anne Hathaway. And
it's Matthew McConaughey.
I was right. It looks like it's a Bollywood movie.
Oh yeah, I see it too. It is. It's got. Oh, dude, this guy looks slick though.
It looks. You see,
he's got a pipe and a gun. He's got a pipe and a revolver. I might actually watch this movie.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious.
Is it the John Wick one? It could be. There's like a John Wick type.
It's like a John. Yeah, it looks like that.
I want to see Push Pa the Rise. That's what I want to check out first.
Is that part 1?
That's part 1. We can't see the rule until we see the Rise.
Push Pa Festival. There's a Push Pa Festival in North India. All right, that's next week's news. We're putting that in the news next week. We're gonna figure out what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's Matthew McConaughey and some little boy.
Will you stop? That's Catwoman. Leave her alone.
This is the movie where they grew poop fucking potatoes, correct?
No, that's The Martian.
Anyway, this movie made
and that was a good movie, by the way.
166 theaters in IMAX, and it made $4.5 million. This is actually number 6. Number 6. It didn't make the top 5.
Oh,
obviously.
just out of the top 5.
Just out. But it's competing with Moana 2, Gladiator, and Wicked in the IMAX, and it beat them all in IMAX this last week. So not too shabby for a 10-year-old movie that you can watch for free on stream, or you can watch stream for free. All right, and in other movie news, 28 years later has gotten new posters and a trailer.
I kind of like that poster.
Yeah, it looks cool, man.
That's the spine. The spinal column is it's pretty awesome looking. I don't know.
So if you watch the trailer, spoiler alert, Cillian Murphy is in there.
Who?
Cillian Murphy. He played Scarecrow in the
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Scarecrow. Which guy did he play Peaky Blinders?
The skinny British guy.
Hey, you've never seen Peaky Blinders before?
No.
They're all skinny British guys, except for
I knew that.
Scarecrow in the Dark Knight movies with
which guy did he play? The guy Oppenheimer.
Yes, Oppenheimer.
Okay.
He looks like a skeleton.
Yeah.
So
he did as Oppenheimer. He looked like a skeleton.
Okay.
This trailer, I mean, if you are into this
weird looking guy
movie series, it's a weird one. Yeah. So it looked like he had been infected into the with the rage virus. So.
Yeah, when he was younger, he wasn't a bad looking dude, but as Oppenheimer, yeah, he looked like the Crypt Keeper.
Didn't look so hot in this movie either. So just so you know. I'm gonna move through this real quick. I don't know if you have anything else to say about 28 years later.
No, you can keep moving.
The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, got some posters and still shots.
It's the dude who's behind Marco. Chewing his gum.
Don't call who British. What is he?
Oh yeah, he isn't, but I think he's Irish.
Irish?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
sorry
you're right.
about
You'd be
that.
Irish.
Yeah, he's Irish.
Sorry, Blue.
That's my fault.
Hey, sorry, Blue Collar Dan. Yeah.
I apologize.
My bad. I actually am excited about that. By the way, we're excited about 28 Years Later, right? We're fans of those.
Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, so I mean,
Really?
I would watch it. Yeah.
I mean, Walking
There's
Dead
no
basically ripped
fucking
off
way.
28 Days Later.
Hold on. There's no fucking way when I'm like, yo, dude, whatever. I've never heard of this before. Like some bullshit movie with some little boy and fucking Matthew McConaughey. And you're like, everybody knows that movie. And I'm like, yo, dude, the 28 series later, you guys love him. And you're like, yeah, no shot. No shot.
I didn't say I don't know what it is or who it is. I just haven't seen it.
Oh, I think you like it.
I'm familiar.
20, was it 28 Weeks Later was not as, in my opinion, wasn't as good as 28 Days Later. Oof. But it was an interesting like next step, if that made sense.
Yeah, I saw the Halloween Horror Nights. They have like a haunted house and things like that when I went to go see that. So I'm familiar with the concept of what it is. The Rage Virus, I also am familiar with what that is.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen the movie.
Pretty good.
Sorry,
bro. BK is kind of, I gotta give BK a pass. I mean, normally I just destroy him for this comment, but I mean, he contributed. He got the books in by Monday. We told him we'd give him a pass this show if he did it. This probably pass is never going to happen again. So he better get all the shit he can get in today, because that stuff's not going to play. All right, go ahead.
And other movie news, Final Destination Part 6 will be out this summer.
I'm not
Final Destination.
Okay, I don't know what this is about.
I'm not like this series is this was like a not for me. Like at this time, I was like, I want to watch like the next indie flick kind of thing. Like when these movies were like the big in theaters, I'm like watching Kevin Smith shit and like Chasing Amy and whatnot. Like at that time,
what's this about?
This,
it's I don't know, because if it was if it was the Final Destination the first time, why did they need a sequel?
Oh,
it's just like
why are they on a farm? Is the farm a planet that's the destination?
No, it's not sci-fi. It's horror. It's just like they're trying to like avoid their deaths and they end up dying anyway. I don't know. It's
a horror movie about people dying. Yeah. That will be out.
My opinion. My humble opinion. Not for me.
Oh, Joe, you're funny. All right. Well, I don't know who watches this. I don't know who watches this.
Well, enough people. They made 6 of them. So,
dude, but no, that's not true, because what was it? What's the one with the vampires in Alaska?
What?
Days and Nights, right?
30 Days a Night.
Yeah, they made like 4 of those movies. And
I'm not talking about straight to DVD movies.
Well, this is straight to
DVD.
DVD.
All every one of
these
these was released in the theater.
Well, I mean, what can this?
This is a theatrical series, not a
30
straight. This isn't Sharknado.
Yeah, but we just saw we just saw fucking Red Riding whatever went to theaters, made $7 million, which is piddly dick, and it's gonna be an Amazon. So I assume it's the same shit.
Yeah, well,
because nothing goes straight to DVD anymore.
Yeah, well, it's not Red Piddly Dick Part 6.
By the way, I found some DVDs in Target. Dub, fuck you, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, what?
I don't like Rudolph.
You can watch that on NBC.
No, but don't you guys?
Not in my trunk. You can watch it in the back of my headrests.
Like, why is Rudolph cave? Like, all those other fucking reindeer treated him like shit. And just because they needed him, all of a sudden, okay, now I'm cool with all of you. Like, why?
It's claymation, bitch. If you say anything wrong about it, fuck you.
Everyone in that whole fucking
no one cares.
Village,
did you buy the DVD?
Stop that shit.
Yeah,
but no,
sure.
Everybody treated Rudolph
$4
like shit.
$4
and then all of a sudden, when they needed him, all of a sudden, everything's cool.
I mean, the boy wanted it.
You should be like, peace, bitches.
Why does anybody even listen to what he says?
I'm staying home.
Whatever you say, nobody gives a shit. $4 though. No, $4.
Weren't you the one telling us that there were no DVDs at Target?
I know, and then I found one.
So this is Venom. He had a last dance, and he's coming out to digital and 4K.
He's getting there as quickly as possible.
As quickly as he can.
We'll be doing a second look at this when it's out on DVD.
Yeah,
he's trying to beat Craven to the DVD shelf because he is hot on his heels.
Oh, that's a good race. No, Venom's going to go quicker because it's January. It's already set.
Yeah. I mean, but
unless Craven really he takes a short route, he could take a really quick route, but we'll see. I doubt it.
If we
Yeah.
choose 1 million, he's there. They won't. Sony will buy tickets. They won't let that happen.
For the friends and families.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. They've
Okay.
already put the kibosh on the series. You're gonna have the DC universe effect where they're saying, "Hey guys, we're not making anymore." Then fuck, people ain't gonna show up. Like we still got movies to release.
Yeah, why don't they wait? Yeah, it's
Wait a
kind of
minute.
like what James Gunn did with Blue Beetle.
Hold on.
We're tapping
Bruce,
out. We're done.
stop. Real quickly. This is what we're not going to do. First off, Jedi's 30 years older than Joe. Just because Joe looks old as shit, he's not as old as he looks, dude. Just put that out there, okay? Jedi's definitely dying first.
Jedi is old as he looks.
Huh?
Why do you think Jedi is old?
Dude, he's got kids your age.
Does he?
He's Jacob Fatu. He's Sam Fatu.
Wow. So Jedi's like my parents' age?
I don't know how old your parents are. He's not my parents' age. My parents are old. Well, my dad passed away. My mom's old as fuck.
I don't think Jedi is as old as you say he is.
Jedi is not 45.
Yeah.
Dusty's like
even
38.
anymore.
There's no way he's 45, dude. No
I'm
way.
not even 45 anymore.
No way. Jedi's only 40. There's
I'm
no
sitting here
way.
messing with
The math don't fucking math here, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody get Jedi on the horn. Ask him how. There's no way he's only 45 years old.
No. It doesn't matter.
God.
We're all young at heart.
Yeah. All right, let's
Even though these are all, hopefully the next story is not a movie because I turned the movie thing off. Because I always forget.
the next it is still a movie. It's we're still talking about movies. Sorry. But this is a good movie.
That's facts. That is facts. That's facts.
We got a new poster and images from the world of
yeah.
John Wick Ballerina.
Dude, how
So-
exciting.
Oh, yep. It's happening. It's happening. This movie is coming out next year. And you got a bunch of still shots and screenshots. CCXP happened recently, and that's where some of this news.
Can I tell you
from.
something though? Can I
Yeah.
tell you what disappoints me now about this?
Nope.
No. I
You
don't
asked, so we said no.
I got it.
Are you
What?
gonna tell us anyway?
So the last Wick movie I went to go watch live.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's
Are you
great.
talking
But-
John Wick 4?
3 hours. I can't
No,
watch
yeah.
all 3 hours.
Well, I tried to go to the movie theater Grand River 8 Mile. But people are just the last two really because like that's going on in it. And get up!
Oh,
and
in
I'm
the
like,
theater?
oh fuck, man! Would you just shut up? Come on,
I got you.
Just
I
shut
got
up. I don't want to hear in the movie theater. I want to hear yeah. Shoot him in the face. Oh, he fucked him up. Like, dude, who cares? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. I'm watching the movie.
Well, see, I'm trying to work on my son now to get him to study because he's trying to do not that, but
Oh,
still
the
trying
boy
to do
does it too.
commentary. He's trying to do
Yeah,
commentary, making fun comments, trying to make people laugh while the movie's. I'm like, we're trying to watch. Like,
Oh, no. Mike,
I need to hear from you.
well, I took the boy to Transformer 1, and he read the book, the robot one. He's doing the thing, and I'm like, hey, real quickly, we'll be leaving. You're not the movie. Watch it, listen to it. This is no talkie. He doesn't even realize he's doing it, but he's like, oh, how cool! And I'm like, oh man, like you're not 6, like you're not 12,
that's
but
the
you're
thing.
sure ain't 6. You need to not do
the
it.
people you're seeing John Wick 3 with, they weren't taught that lesson. That's why we got to teach our kids properly how to behave when you're out in public.
No, streaming was the other one. It was the thing on Paramount.
The Continental. Yep.
Continental. That was good. I like Continental.
It'll be streaming eventually, but no, this is going to theaters.
Hey, Brogu. Oh, he's happy that he's here. Or he's happy that he's here. Bruce. Thank you, Brogu. Whatever that is. Even if it's happy just to see Kingdom of Nerds. Appreciate the compliment. All right. What do we got?
We're gonna move on to streaming news.
All right, what do we got for streaming?
There we go. Amazon Warhammer 40K, a TV series with Henry Cavill, is in development. So they bought this whole rights to.
He's in the ship too.
Yeah, he is
He's
producing.
in charge.
He's in charge. So they put a bunch of people in the writer's room. They came up with the story, and they decided that they're going to take that story and put it into a TV series as a very first project in this universe.
Can we just from now on give a warning ahead of time of any of these Henry stories? Just give like this story is being said because this is Pete's love interest. Like, can we just do that ahead of time and just give the warning why we're talking about this at all, at any point while we're ever talking about this?
If we're going to do that,
dude,
we're going to have to do another one as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
we put a story. Knows.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
I mean, I am too. I mean, at least I'm not like texting somebody's wife with nasty shit like Brian McClay does.
That's out of pocket.
I mean, he is. You shouldn't do that.
I know.
Might call your mom over that one, buddy. Just saying.
All right.
You want a number?
So, if I got to put a warning for Pete talking about Henry Cavill, then if anytime I have to put a warning for Marco, the only reason this story is in here because of Marco's love interest.
Who's that?
The Rock, Red One, will be setting a streaming date.
Dude, what are you talking about?
It's still in theaters.
Hold on.
It will be on Amazon Prime starting December 12th, which is tomorrow.
Hey, listen.
Nobody loves The Rock the way you love The
Rock. That is not 100%. True. If you want to do one, you could do this. Or
put a story about Roy
Goldberg is the world's greatest wrestler.
Well, we know that.
Yeah, I mean that I guess you could give me one of those two, but I don't think you can.
Well, guess what? It doesn't matter what you think.
I mean, I know that you guys hate the icon, but if it wasn't for him, there would be your wolf. What is the thing? Wolf hair guy?
The Samoan werewolf.
Okay.
Solo. I love you, Solo. So sticking with the Amazon Prime, we got a lot of news.
No, Solo Sokoa. You don't know. Don't worry about it.
We got a lot of news from Amazon Prime this week. So another one we got was the trailer for Invincible Season 3. We knew this was coming. It's going to be 3 episodes on February 6th, and then one episode a week after that.
No break. No
break. So it took me a while to get on board with the Invincible. I just didn't take the time. Once I started watching, Pete told me to watch it multiple times. He told me to watch it. I started watching it, and I didn't stop till it was done. I literally watched both seasons. I watched the first one, watched the second one really quick, and I need to go, and I'll watch them again before this comes on because it was that good.
Brogu. Oh, that's funny.
I used to use Gatorade personally, but
Brogu, that's hilarious, bro.
I think that's
all right.
Really
I mean, this is all I'm going to say about this. I'm not saying like it should happen, but if I accidentally wanted to go on my DMs and it had somebody's username and passcode, and I would just I don't know, maybe I would just binge this real quickly. But if not, it's okay.
We can find you a way if you want.
All I do is bootleg Prime stuff. By the way, just a disclaimer: Marco is as we know, because it's not my real name. This is a personality. I just want to. It has been proven that this is not my real name. So, just want to say anything that I say is just for entertainment values, anyways. I mean, we know.
Sure, you just want to give the whole secret of the show away.
I mean, I don't know, man.
You want to we haven't said explain the whole wrestling thing too. The whole
how we do a whole thing.
Things while we're at it,
while we do wrestling stuff,
and then we brought Dub to mediate.
Oh, I don't know, buddy. It's not like we
voice of reason. Got to be a voice of reason.
Got to be a voice of reason. We realized after a while, we can't just be doing face heels the whole time.
Just be yelling at each other the whole time.
We need somebody in the middle to kind of keep us on.
All right, what do we got next?
Come on, let's keep moving.
Hey, for real though, we are an hour and 10 minutes in. I got shit to do. I really got shit to do. I do, motherfucker.
We got a lot left. We'll speed through it.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be quick. Wheel of Time has gotten a season 3 premiere date and a teaser trailer.
I'm still going to watch season 2.
Also on Amazon Prime. I haven't watched this either. Is this Wheel of Time was not a Mark Miller thing, was it?
No. This is Robert E. Jordan, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
It was pretty. I mean, I watched the first season. The first season pretty good.
Was this?
It's not great.
Oh yeah,
It's
no.
good.
This is another one of those fucking musical fucking things that Pete wants
No,
us
there's
to
no
watch.
music.
It's not gonna do it,
Musical.
dude. I even did the one. I finally gave you one, Pete. It's in our reviews. Dove Black or whatever. You know, it's up for some award. The wife's like, "Hey, can we watch this?" I was like, "This is right up Pete's alley." Pete didn't watch the shit.
I didn't have time. I do want to watch it because I did see it. If it's the show I'm thinking of, I do want to watch it because I saw the trailer for it. I just didn't have time this week. I had a rough
show
week. I
is
didn't have
it?
a lot of time. I didn't even get to Dune this week.
I know.
It's Thursday. It's gonna be Thursday tomorrow, and I didn't even watch Dune yet. I fucking love
I think
Dune.
it's more like the dude love.
Get the fuck out. Wait, I don't know. That's not a bad thing. Mankind was like the mentally messed up one that was like stabbing
stuck
himself in
his
the
hand
eye.
You want to be
Stuck his
Cactus Jack.
hand in his.
Yeah,
You want to be
Go-
Cactus Jack.
He'd grab the sock out of his nutsack, smell it, and put it in people's mouth. You're right. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, do the mandible claw with the.
Wait, really quick before you move on. What is the show? Dove Black?
Yeah, Dove Black, I think. Black Dove.
Dove Black.
Black
okay.
Dove or something. We have it. It's in the. We'll get there.
We get the review of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to check that out. I'm curious.
I put it. Shut your mouth.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
to be fair, I don't think you named it correctly. However you wrote it, I had to.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I barely made it to the show on time.
I had to
today.
get like my Marco
cruised in.
Dakota ring out to kind of figure out what the
Shut
fuck.
your mouth when you're talking to me.
Let's move on.
Moving it on.
Talk a little bit about wrestling. So let's give you a little wrestling news. A&E and WWE have expanded their partnership, and they're bringing on a new competition series.
Ooh.
So like a reality show type thing where it's
Where
called
they're
WWE LFG, which stands for Legends and Future Greats.
Oh,
Just for the record.
Who's the janitor to the left of the racist
That
dude
is
in the middle?
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Oh no shit! What
Yep.
happened to him?
Bubba Ray Dudley,
Dude,
Mickey
I saw
James,
him. He was right. He was
Undertaker,
like 2 feet away from me when we were down in
Booker
Philly.
T. Shawn Michaels
Who's
and
the broad
Triple
in the
H.
middle?
Mickey
Go.
James.
Who?
Her name is Mickey James.
Yeah, it's Mickey James.
She's a former Divas champion, probably in the Attitude
yeah.
Era.
Yeah, the
Go over
Diva
it.
was kind of
He's
like I was
going
already
like
out by
TNA.
Divas.
But her husband is he's the GM of SmackDown.
That guy, the guy on the right's the best.
Oh, really? I didn't know
But
that.
I think Nick Aldis is her husband.
Spitteroonie, dude. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Booker T's
Tell me.
awesome.
Just saying.
Booker T gave my son gave him a pound when he was walking out.
Oh, him and his brother Stevie too are very nice people.
Stevie
They're
Ray.
very very nice, dude. Yeah, he's just amazing, dude. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's good. But there's
The only thing I hate
show.
is Sherry. I always hated Sherry. The matcha Sherry.
Oh, Scary Sherry.
Well,
Oh.
it's the fabulous Sherry at one point. Scary Sherry later on. But yeah, oof.
Yeah,
She had a face that only a mom could. Nope, not even a mom could love. I know somebody like that. Lives in Arizona.
Dude, the strangest thing though, I'll just quickly since we have wrestling up, I showed you where I was sitting right at the NXT show, right? We were right by the announcers, like legit, like they were right next to us.
Rudy. I don't.
We
all I can
couldn't
think about
hear
is
a
8
word.
times 8 times 8 times 8.
We couldn't hear a word of what they're granted, they got headsets on, but still, you think naturally you could hear them because they're only 2 feet away from you. We couldn't hear a word. The announcers
Acoustics are
were saying when they were
weird.
announcing the show.
I got that event coming up at Ford Field again this year in February. We had to move it to February. Dude, what a great year for it too, huh, Dub? But
Yeah.
like you'd be
That's great.
surprised on the field where you can and can't hear shit.
Yeah, it was just
Like
like
you could be on the sideline, like when you're like, oh, how can people even hear the coaches even when they're yelling? Like it's weird. It's a weird thing because
yeah.
I'll sometimes just do the stairs and go up the first thing, and like the noise in there is way different than the like.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, bro. It is weird.
Yeah, I was just at Ford Field. I had like ridiculous,
true.
amazing seats for that game. And I
Nice.
I heard I heard Flavor Flav yelling at people. He was like not yelling in a bad way, but like yelling back and forth to people in the crowd, and you could hear them. But then, like there's other players and coaches right there, and like they're yelling at each other, and you can't hear anything. And they
you
were
can't
like,
hear a
yeah,
thing.
nothing. It was really weird. Like you had to be facing right at whoever it is. Like
I
he was
know.
facing us, and then you could hear it.
Dude, how cool is that? It's going to be like I don't want to say what week the event I put on is. That's probably too much information, but I'll tell you guys later what week it is. It's going to be really close. Yeah.
Sorry,
Boo yourself.
making
Boo
the
yourself.
Yeah.
It's
I'll tell you
time.
who's not making the Super Bowl. The fucking
The
Jets.
Jet. I told you that at the beginning of the season.
Pete,
Rewind the tape.
Pete, I have to say this before I move on.
What's up?
We tried to talk to you about
What's up, Kevin?
about Mr. Rogers coming to your town.
Yeah, we told you.
We tried to tell you, and I'm not trying to be an I told you so.
And I get all that.
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh, no,
Rogers,
you said I was a hater. said I
Mr.
was a
Rogers wasn't the problem. Mr. Rogers was not the problem this week.
Okay, see now
This
you're
week?
compounding.
This
I'm
week?
saying this week. No,
You're
he's not
compounding.
great.
He is the problem. That
No.
brings the cancer to your locker
Yeah,
room.
he
No,
is the
no.
cancer.
It's the whole
42
problem.
seconds.
He's the George Lopez
42 seconds
of
left in that
football
game.
fucking
Devontae
teams.
Adams turns to infield to get down instead of going out of bounds. They run the clock down. They kick the game-winning field goal. He went out of bounds. Fine. They did all that. Kickoff, you do not allow a 50-yard return when there's 40 seconds left when you're only up by 3. You don't give up a 50-yard return. That wasn't Rodgers' fault. They drive down. They get the time.
Well, it would have been if they had better coaching and Rodgers
didn't
got
go
better
out for the
coaches.
coin flip.
Rodgers' fault. What are we doing? Go. Hey, no.
Tails
Hour
never.
hour and 12 minutes in. We're not doing this. Go. We're going.
All right,
Next story.
moving on. Netflix gave us a
Okay, stop him again. I don't think you realize it.
Rodgers.
All right.
This week, it was not.
Okay, go.
season 2 trailer for Castlevania Nocturne on Netflix. This looked pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Nocturne's not as good as the first one, but it's still good. Like,
Yeah, the animation
I'm
looks
still a
good.
Castlevania
but
fan on Netflix.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Warren Ellis stuff, like with the original series, was great.
I don't think I saw all of that one. There was like 3 seasons.
What's that?
The first Castlevania series?
Oh, the first one actually had 4, but they're very
4.
short. They're
Yeah,
like
I definitely didn't.
I think
see
I watched
4
like 2 episodes
in I
of
think the first
seasons, yeah.
season, and then maybe 6 at the most.
All right.
They were short. They were short seasons,
They're tiny. Yeah.
but it was good. It was good.
So this next little bit, Pete, I didn't remind you, but I do need a
Somebody clip that. What was that?
Little
11:55. Clip that.
What?
I'm not going to repeat what you just said.
Oh well, no, fucking Cowboys fans. Well, those two.
No, that's
I
not,
can't-
okay, no. Hey, Pete, you must be drunk. Go. It's all right.
No, I see.
It could have been 12. It could have been 12:10. No, not what they said. What you said. 12:10. I didn't catch what he said at 12:10.
What did I say?
Pause. No Diddy.
So we got a little bit of collectible news that happened this last week.
12:10.
Dorothy's ruby red slippers sold for $28 million. These were one of multiple. I want to say I read 5 pairs that were made for the movie. This particular pair went missing for like 10 years, and then they found them somewhere, and then now they went up for auction.
So somebody stole them, but they had them for so long that
And they found them, and they were really
stolen.
sticky for some reason. They don't know
No,
why.
well,
They
here's-
were so sticky.
Okay, this is the weird part about this, man. Do you see? Not to get too much into it, but how are they in that good a shape, man? Like
Well,
you
so
get.
I'll tell you, there are 5 pairs. 4 of them were really faded and like not as bright as this one. This was kept out of the light.
Well, it's not just that.
Kept
So
nicely. They were
all the
preserved.
sequencing, but all the sequencing still's there. You can see these actually have some separation. Not that we're going to be a shoe expert here of antique shoes, but like, do you see the separation of the glue mark on the bottom side on the left thing? You see a little bit of blackening there.
Yeah.
But probably also was some sequencing that lost off.
A, B, C. Always be cobbling. Always be cobbling.
But even like the rhinestones on the top are in good shape. I mean, if this is the pair, this is an amazing pair. And you can see there's wear marks in the back. So these had been worn. So like the front part of it makes sense.
Yeah, but
like
it's with all these the decades these have been out there, you don't know who wore them. It doesn't mean that they were worn in the movie. They could have been worn after the fact.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you see some of like the chip.
Some dude in Arizona might have been wearing them for a while.
Yeah.
We don't know.
He doesn't leave the house. He probably wasn't wearing.
There's no way he's fitting these things.
I miss you, Kyle. Please be my boyfriend.
So they were estimated to sell for $3 million, and they actually
hey.
there was a bidding war.
Bro, J. If you
somebody with 28 million.
yo, you don't know.
Actually, they had to have 32 million because of the
fees
the
on
auction
top of
house
it.
has the
Auction,
fees
yeah,
and the
yeah.
buyer's premium and
It's
all
like
that.
those people
so
that buy Disney stuff and everything
32
else.
and a half. Yeah. 32 and a half is what it cost them out of pocket before
Elton John got that type of money.
shipping. Yeah. So for you Atari fans who also like to drink, you can get yourself a CX10 Atari joystick decanter set. You get 2 whiskey glasses.
I'm not
and a
opposed.
joystick.
For 120. Whoa.
$125. You get the
Pause.
tray. You get the 2 whiskey glasses with the logo, and
they give you a tray too.
You get the tray. Got
That's not a
the
bad
futuristic
deal.
Since Forever logo. It's available to order now directly from Atari.
That's not bad, actually. That's not bad.
For a decanter?
No,
Yeah.
well, for the whole thing, the decanter.
That's what I'm saying.
And the
what
board.
I mean is, you buy a decanter. You're not getting one for $20. If you do,
Yes,
you're
you
getting a $20 one. That's what you're getting. So,
what's the difference?
It looks nice.
This one looks like a joystick.
Yeah, it looks like a joystick. It also looks like it's not like.
Hold on. If you took that thing off there, you wouldn't know that was a joystick.
If you took what off?
If you took it off here with the Atari symbol on it, you wouldn't know. It just look like anything else.
No, I see the button. I spent a lot of times with the one button joystick. Just saying.
Joe.
Oh, yes.
It is. I think it's really cool, though. I mean, $99. I got it.
I mean, if you wait till after Christmas, you might be able to do
that. Target did not buy those shoes.
Fair enough. $100, you're probably right. You're
$100,
right.
I'm in.
$100, you got that's your price.
I mean, look, like this is pressed glass, right? It's not like we're getting, it's not like there's a certain quality to this. This is like very easily made stuff. It's really just the logo they're putting onto it. You know what I mean? So like,
but that tray, it's got Atari's slogan on it.
Oh, fair.
Box, but it was
fair. So a $20 trays. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Let's move on.
No, it's not blown.
Not blown.
It's not blown.
So for you Captain Planet fans,
hey, Jason Reed. Actually, you know what, Jason Reed? He's right. What's up, Jay? Jay is right. If you would 2 more glasses, I think 125 would be right on.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? I'll see you in a bit. Hey, tell Billy Boy if he wants that. If he wants the peanut butter bourbon, just let me know. I'll make a way to get him a case. All right, go ahead.
All right, making some deals on the side.
Dude, my cousin, man, I got to get my cousin stuff.
How is? Can you see anybody but Don Cheadle on SNL? Like when you see Captain Planet these days, that's all I see.
Get that dude to check and like have him play the real version, right?
I know, right? I can't see anybody else.
Captain Planet, he's my hero.
I mean, he's done playing roadie now, right? So he's got time.
Yeah.
He can fly with this suit on.
Let him fly.
Let him fly. 185 for a Q3 of 2025 release, and you can pre-order it now from Iron Studios.
All right.
So dipping into the Transformers bit of business here.
Please,
I don't know
if any of you out there buy this, please message me because I honestly will not believe it until I see you take a picture of it that you actually bought this.
Oh,
why?
For the life of me, I can't think of a single person that would say, you know what? $185, Captain Planet.
I know somebody
that would want to buy this, but they probably can't afford it.
I know somebody that if you could put it on payments, he definitely would be buying this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not the case.
Dom doesn't know this is out there. He would definitely put this on payments.
No, I didn't know. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. I'm with you, Dub.
Oh, Hispanic Charlie Brown? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that. All he ever did was cry to be on the phone about how his wife was. Well, we don't have to.
Well,
let's move on. So I didn't know if this was a set you were looking for, but I don't think it's out yet. But this is a Transformers official collaboration.
No,
I think
Remind
even
me.
kids have outgrown this.
No, dude, no. It don't matter. He's such a big Sonic fan and such a big Transformer fan.
Well, you're gonna have to
he'll build
wait
it.
because it's available to pre-order. It's a Target exclusive, so you can pre-order it now for
I
$59.99.
didn't see that it was Sonic. I just saw like a crutch. Like I was like, is this
No, I'm kind of ticked now.
Batmobile
Like
show that you got going here?
I kind of ticked now because they have those G.I. Joe ones, and I wish I would have been more hip to those when they went on, like, because the Soundwave one was pretty cheap at a certain period of time.
Yep.
And now they're expensive. So
there was a Megatron, his tank.
yeah,
I didn't see the Soundwave one.
What you talking about?
Yeah, except for I was gonna give it to a kid so he could play with it instead of some creepy old dude.
Hey, I got Megatron out of the box. Megatron's right here.
Is the kid a Soundwave fan?
No, not mine at least.
No.
Do you not have the hookup, Korgs? You just gotta.
I got Sergeant Slaughter over here. I haven't gotten I didn't unbox it yet. I still got the Sergeant Slaughter one over here.
Oh, dude, hey, Bri J, I'm telling you, this is gonna be good luck with this, man.
This is gonna do well.
This is gonna be that peanut butter and jelly, dude. Just call it the jam.
All right,
Fuck
so this is the follow-up on some things that
Target.
What?
Get out.
I hear it wasn't the same thing. What coast are you on, Korg? Are you north, south, east, or west?
Are you a Canadian Hollywood,
I don't think
Vancouver
there's a
side,
Canadian
or are
South
you
Coast.
There's definitely
Only
Canadian
bit
south because
Toronto.
it's south of us.
There's the water.
Wait, what'd you say?
Is there water?
Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, we cross a bridge to go south to get to Canada.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. The river.
Yes. Whoa. Slow down there. This ain't fucking Yahoo Messenger, bro.
What is happening right now? Where am I? You started it.
That was kind of funny though, right? All right, let's go.
To follow up on a little bit we talked about last week.
Okay. Yeah.
Marvel
That's
Legends.
like one of those things that only like you got to be a certain age to really understand that.
I have a cousin out there. If
window.
you really want it, I might be able to ship it out to him. All right, go ahead.
So we talked about the Spider-Boy figure that Dan Slott announced, and this is the other 5 figures in that run: Spider-Man Unlimited, Agent Venom, Spider-Boy, Marvel's Chameleon, Kane, and Electro, which
Did
is
you say
Francine
Taint?
Fry. Kane.
Oh,
No, he said Kane.
Hold on,
You
though.
might as well have said Taint.
Hold on. Yeah.
Kane.
Can we just stop with Kane? Can we just stop with Chameleon too? Nobody wants another Chameleon. Nobody wants fucking Kane.
I mean,
I'm okay with Agent. I'm okay with Agent Venom.
I like Agent Venom and Francine Electro. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, Francine Electro is cool too, and I understand Spider-Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3. What's
Yeah.
the other Spider-Man? What's the
Spider-Man Unlimited?
Yeah, the Unlimited Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't get it, but like
Unlimited?
I don't know. That's what he looks like. That's all I know. I don't know much about it.
I remember the Spider-Man Unlimited title. He didn't look like that.
Wait a minute. How come fucking wait, hold on. How come dude, actually Agent Venom looks like the best one out of all of them. He's got 6 hands, a mask, and it looks like
you
gun.
need the mask because I don't need the
I know, but like he's got that. What Electra's got? She got 2, and then
Kane, she got a lot of look at all the
don't have
electricity behind her. She got all the electricity.
Oh, that's not part of the thing.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like you put it on her hands and it looks like she's got powers.
All right,
she's got extra stuff.
Oh, like the forces, the force thing for
like the force.
Yeah,
exactly.
power of the force for him.
Hey, look, Kane's got an ascot, so that's something. He's got a nice scarf that he bought from Burberry.
All right, what's next?
Next is X-Men.
Yes.
So this was also announced during this fan stream. It's a Nemesis Build-A-Figure lot. There are 7 figures in this lot, but the only 6 shown are the 6 that have a Build-A-Figure pieces. Nightcrawler, Age of Apocalypse, Gambit, Cyclops from X Factor.
I'll be buying that from the. Hopefully that comes out regular, so I can get it from
Fabian Cortez.
What do you
I'll
mean? No,
do
you
Gen
got to
8.
buy all the pieces.
You
No,
gotta
no,
buy
I
all
don't want
6
all
of these. Oh, you don't want that?
I don't want to build the
Nemesis?
guy. You know what's shitty about these now is, and I hope they don't do this.
They did this
they'll-
already, though.
but they'll sell the build. Yeah, they'll sell the build a figure.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Well,
That's
half
weird.
the people will like just rip off the store and they'll like rip open the boxes off the shelf and just take the Build-A-Figure piece. And,
That was a lot
and-
easier too when you couldn't see the toy inside. But now that they have
Yeah, but
plastic-
they'll sell like the build a figure afterwards, where it's out.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
people
yeah.
want the figure and they don't want to build the figure, so they'll sell it to get their money back.
No. What
No,
I'm saying
a
is
lot
like
of times it's
Marvel would
reversed.
release like a premium product, and it would be
Sell a different
build
version of it. I see.
a different
Yeah,
version.
I
So,
doubt
like,
it though, because they did Nemesis before, and it.
It would.
What,
This one
2012?
looks better.
I did a short on it, and
Yeah.
nobody watched it. Nobody cared.
Scott Summers,
much-
yeah.
Yeah,
Scott Summers, I don't
100%,
give a
Joe.
shit about.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But Age of Apocalypse gimmick, I'm obviously buying, and I'll probably buy. I actually like X-Force Nightcrawler. He's a cool character, and I'll probably. But this is Ali specials.
You
They
just
make
can't wait
Ollie's
to
look
buy
good.
Marrow. You really want your Marrow figure?
Did I say
And your
that?
husk.
But Generation X Husk.
Oh,
I actually
Husk.
will be buying Husk. I will actually. I'll be buying Generation Husk.
And then they
See, I
also had a
spoke-
couple. Sorry.
Husk. I can't forgive Husk. You can't go. You can't go bang an angel above the family picnic. You just can't be doing that. Like
That's
that is
amazing.
never appropriate.
Absolutely amazing.
Never appropriate. Like it's
Yes.
never okay. Hey, what's up there? Oh, look, just our sister.
Florida,
Oh, here
Florida,
comes her clothes.
Florida man bangs a whole family sister above them at a picnic. Yes,
Like
absolutely.
the nonchalance in which Chuck Austin wrote that, just like, oh, look at them. What?
All right, go next.
Crazy,
we're,
man.
we're fucking an hour 30.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Why?
These are some exclusives that were announced as well. This lizard, I will tell you, this
Why?
No Way Home.
We don't need any of this.
Spider. No, this lizard. People have been begging for this
Really?
amazing Yes, I will tell you, these figure collectors, they've wanted this lizard for a long time. The movie
All right.
version. I don't know why. I
don't know
can't
why.
explain it. But they wanted it, so it's gonna be some kind of deluxe. It's a
I want
Amazon
my
exclusive.
B character, but in a Spider-Man toy. That's what I want.
It's not.
Yeah, here you go.
No.
Archwell got it.
Yep.
Nope.
To
That
be fair, though,
Spider-Man.
I do kind of like the Spidey 77. And now that I'm looking at it, I like the box with the Spider-Man, with the
Mhm.
repeating Spider-Man. Actually, the one in the middle. All right, I might be interested in that.
Yeah.
That's exactly the one that I picked out as well. I'm like, maybe I kind of want. I mean, it
Maybe,
depends
yeah.
on if I can find it for a good price
Oh,
or
there's no
whatever.
price.
Yeah,
Well, where is it?
Walmart
Oh, it's
and-
Walmart exclusive.
That's
Yeah,
a
you'll be able
Walmart
to get that.
exclusive.
You'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get it. You'll be able to get
Walmart
it.
is definitely good for
Yeah.
getting stuff on clearance later.
Yeah, I don't need
I
to
won't
see-
go into a Walmart.
I don't
do it,
need
but
to
I'll
buy
pay
my
somebody.
Professor X cosplaying G.I. Joe. That's a figure I do not need. So that could
Another
just stay right
Professor.
there on the
I feel
shelf.
like there's a Professor X exclusive. Like every few months, we get one. We had that one with the X helmet that he was wearing from Walmart last year. Or
Who
earlier
cares?
this
Who the
year.
hell ever wants to play Professor X? You got kids outside playing. I call Professor
No,
X.
even better
Who
yet, who wants
to be
Professor X?
X?
Who wants Professor X in a GI Joe outfit?
No one.
I mean, you could put him with your.
What
Yo,
is that?
Joe! What the fuck is this?
You could have like your GI Joes beat him up.
Next.
Yeah,
Next.
it's big. We got to get the classifieds.
All right, we got some comic news.
Yeah, let's go. What do we got?
Here we go. We're gonna talk again.
It's like
About
our comic
our-
show.
Our friends at Diamond.
Wait, we actually read these things?
We read them. We look at them. We talk about them. Boom Studios.
Boom.
It's official. It's official.
got
They are
it.
leaving Diamond.
You're
and going
right
to
there.
Penguin Random.
Timber down the street got fucking picture to play with. Where is it? Give it to me. You guys got me, dude. All right. I fucking can't do it, dude. You guys got me. Hey, what's up, Movie Madness?
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Why isn't he on what?
Bruce ain't on Wednesday. Bruce is here when I'm not
He's
here.
on Wednesday. Yeah.
Movie Madness Entertainment. That's quite the bold username there.
Yeah.
I know who that is though. That's Bruce's buddy Max.
It's Max.
met him at
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Max the movie guy.
Yeah,
Did we?
yeah.
I
We
never
met
met
at
him.
Baltimore.
I don't think Max. Did I meet you? I don't think I
never
met him.
Yeah, I don't know you fucking wandering around. I was at the table. So.
Hey, the business gets done. That's all I'm gonna say.
As of July 2025, Boom will exclusively be distributed by Penguin Random House, alongside Marvel, Dark Horse, Tokyo Pop, IDW.
I'm just gonna
Diamond
say,
will
Giggle ran
distribute.
best when Giggles wasn't there. Giggles ran it when she was there, but when Giggles wasn't there, when it was me, Dom, and Sticks, we had it. We had a system in place.
What is
We had
this book
Sticks out in the
about?
aisle.
What is this
We had
about?
Dom.
Distributing comic books? Are we talking about
We
what are we?
were meeting and greeting the people.
Oh,
Things
Jesus
were
Christ.
working.
All right, go ahead, Dub. Sorry, I'm sorry about him today. I'm really sorry about him today.
We're just talking about Boom.
Okay,
And Boom's
yep.
going like we talked earlier this year.
Tick, 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 boom.
Yeah, Boom had been purchased by PRH, and so now they're going to start distributing them.
They've been purchased by Penguin?
Yeah, they bought Boom
Oh,
a while
right.
back.
Yeah.
Why would you sure?
I don't remember that.
So moving, I want to say like springtime. They have announced it, and then now it's official.
Not that I don't believe you. I just don't remember. I'm like, oh shit.
All right.
All right. Kirkman and Ollie are coming back to Invincible.
Who?
Robert Kirkman.
And Ryan Otley.
Maybe you heard of him.
Did he left? He left.
No, Invincible ended.
Invincible's over.
The story ended. They told the story and ended.
Energon universe, been doing all this other stuff.
But they're going back to the universe to tell another story with another character.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Invincible Battle Beast will be coming out in April of 2025. Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Said nobody ever.
New omnibuses?
Mel is a fan. Mel's got a big ass Battle Beast tattoo that's unfinished on his arm.
He is.
He's got to get it finished. I saw it
one step at a
He's
time.
got to get it finished before Battle Beast comes out.
How long has this been going on for?
It's been a while.
Jesus Christ. All right, good luck with that.
So Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of X omnibus is coming in August. Spider-Man Gang War omnibus is coming in August. A Marvel one.
Nope.
And a Savage Sword of Conan.
Seriously, no one ever needs to go buy the omnibus for Spider-Man Gang War.
That's a hard pass.
Oh God.
There were multiple covers on a lot of these. I only showed you one cover of them.
Well, that's fine. I mean, the Rise in the House. I mean, that was
that's good. Yeah, I mean, I understand why you want that. Plus, there's so many.
Marvel 2-in-1. That was an interesting run. If you want to go with the classic.
No, well, hold on though. That doesn't usually hold up well because whatever. Okay.
It's just the team up of the week. You're just gonna flip through. You're gonna get through a lot of fun books.
Yeah,
I'd buy that before I'm buying the goddamn Gang War story.
Oh no, Gang War doesn't. Right. Which one of these does not belong? But I would say like. If you're gonna rank them, probably you got Gang Wars.
I had to create an entire new segment on my Wednesday watch list show because it was comic books I just had to buy because I don't want a gap in my run. I don't want to read them. I'm not enjoying it, but I got to keep buying these dumbass things anyway. That was Spider-Man Gang War.
For sure. All right, next up,
more omnibuses.
Omnibus.
Tomb of Dracula.
Oh, there we go.
Those are two different covers for the same one.
We don't really need Blood Hunt either.
We don't really need Blood Hunt.
Red Band hardcover coming in August.
Oh, Red Band. You did say Red Band, so I'll really pass.
The Tomb of Dracula is kind of cool. If you needed it, but it's a reprint. They've already done it before. It's a reprint of.
And I don't like if that middle cover is new. I don't want that. I'd rather have the old school.
It's a Gene Colan cover, I believe.
I still don't want it.
Colonoscopy cover? What?
Well, Gene Colan was.
It's just too much dead space they tried to fill. We'll put some lightning effects in there to fill up the background. That was meant. It was a sketch, and it was
the waves too.
Yeah,
It's like this wasn't meant to be a cover. Let's just make it look like it was supposed to be a cover. No,
nobody will ever know.
Yeah, I know it don't look right.
All
right. One more page of omnibuses. We have My Little Pony, Madman, and Baby Teeth, all coming out. Next year.
Hey, I'm down. The pony one's easy. You just buy it.
I know Sonic one. Madman, the all red fans out there. I just never got into Madman. I just didn't. It's just
Baby. Does anybody give a shit about Baby Teeth?
No, I didn't.
How do people? Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
That kid, because Baby Teeth came out the same time as when he was like, I'm doing mine, and it was like, I'm doing my James Bond. It was that, I forget what it's called. And like that was shit too. I'm like, I don't want to read any of this. Granted, Baby Teeth could be good, but I was just so put off by the James Bond book that I just I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you're doing.
Yeah, I can't even believe they did it.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. Get me not whiskey, but get me a nice bottle of bourbon. I'd prefer that.
All right, so
I like when they put those things on sale, the ponies and the Sonics and whatever.
New printings have been announced.
Get out of here with this dog shit.
Uncanny X-Men 1 is going to a third printing, but this Venom covers, I believe they're just recolors.
Yeah, they're reused.
Yeah, it's just retouching up.
Yeah, we've already gotten both of these covers already. Yep. Didn't this book come out today? Or was it last week?
Last week. It was last week. Last week. We read.
It was supposed to come out last week.
Wasn't a bad. No, it wasn't
a bad read.
Surprisingly, not as bad as we thought it was going to be. Yeah.
It actually wasn't terrible.
No, I mean I've seen worse.
Yeah. So these are multiple new covers, all coming out in February.
I don't need any of this.
I don't think anybody needs any of this.
Nope. Amazing Spider-Man 62 is getting a second printing.
Why?
And a Scotty. So I don't. So this is the
Scotty Young's kind of fucking.
That just came out today.
But that's a version of this.
Yeah.
Today's had.
I thought it was a foot. Wasn't it a foot? Was it a foot?
That was a different one. That was.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. The foot was today. This was the issue before.
Yeah. So I saw both of these at the.
Yeah. That's why. You're right. It was a sneaker with the foot. It was. I think it was today. This was.
Hey, why don't they just deliver the first printing of it, and then you don't even have to do second or third. Just deliver the first print.
I can't imagine who. No, do not. This is actually a public service I'm giving you. Do not purchase any later printings of West Coast Avengers. You don't need to read the first printing. You don't need to read any printing. That is just not good. Don't.
Is this the new Spider? Is this the one that Ireland's doing? The Spider-Man?
I think so.
I was going to suggest it, but I saw that and I'm good.
No, but it's not bad. It's not a great story, but it's better than Gang War.
Oh, is it that one? It's that one? Yeah.
That's West Coast. That's West Coast Avengers. This we don't need any more of.
Yeah, that thing's terrible too.
That's awful.
All right.
This is the many deaths of Spider-Man, right? That's what's going on right now.
Spider-Man, I don't give a shit about the new costume. Yes, I don't like it either. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just it's a nice story. Spider-Man, he's facing the Scions of Sidorak. Yeah, it's gonna run into issues. He's got to die every time. It's just a palate cleanse from some of the nonsense we've gotten with the goblins and the gang war and fucking Paul. Not Paul that we know from Baltimore. Fucking Paul in Amazing Spider-Man who came back with MJ. That fucking Paul.
Was this the last one?
Sorry, I haven't been reading it.
Yeah, if you don't know, you don't know.
No.
Paul in Amazing Spider-Man.
Are we good?
He's awful.
2 hours of news. 2 hours of news.
We didn't spend 2 hours on news.
We spent half an hour on the first
20 minutes talking about the dude who was trying to cruise you at the Target.
Yeah, let's not forget that. You were cruising with the guy at Target. And this is the newest printing. Mark Spears Monsters #2 second printing will be in shops on January 22nd. I believe the black and white is a 1 in 20. That's how Keen Spot does them.
Yes.
Yep. For the second print, they go 1 in 20 for some reason.
So here's your #2 second printings that will be out in January. So order them now.
Yeah, I like the one on the left. That's good, right?
Yeah, but Mark knows I speak real. The black and white one.
Yeah,
I hate just the black and white.
I think that would look really cool if it wasn't black and white. I mean, I know there was one that he didn't have it in black and white. I know what I'm saying is like if you did it with different colors.
That's different.
And with that, we wrap up the news.
I don't know, Brian J. If he switches titles with a lot of other stuff, I don't think he's going to burn out that quickly. I think it's going to help him.
He's doing DC books. He's doing Dynamite books.
I think because he's moving around, he might be doing a different book.
Thundercats book that he did, and the Green Lantern book that he did. I was able to pick up.
Wonder Woman 2, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's okay, 120. That's great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the 120. Yeah, I understand. I'm saying if you would have done it with a different coloring and the same thing.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just never a fan of the black and white. It's just not. There's only a couple that
a handful. Yeah.
Guys,
a handful of artists will go, all right.
Hey, that old man shows a bunch of thirst traps at this point with Mark Spears. I'll be honest with you. All right. Yeah. He's avoiding being typecast. Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll be okay too. That is true, Marco. Okay. All right. Like 2025, he needs this. Well, yeah, I think he's already getting into some of the switch up things. All right, let's continue to go into.
And those are the surprising thing is they've been there.
Pete, do you have the next segment?
I do have the next segment. If we want
to get into it, let's get into it. Let's come on. Let's get through.
I was just trying to get you. I'll follow up on your point that he's already been doing other books. It's not.
Yeah, he's switching up. Yeah, it's a good move.
Not switching. I'm saying he was doing those before Monsters.
Oh yeah.
Like it's already been there. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, no, he was on the Spawn. We knew that, and he was like all that interview. He did that Green Lantern stuff. But I'm saying like he's coming out with more of that stuff. So after his heat.
But with that said, let's get to our reviews. Oh, yeah, we'll do the reviews first. I want to go with this. Oh, there it is. Add to stage. There we go. We're just going to go with this simple background because it's going to work for all of these going forward. We got a lot. We got a lot to review because, well, we just kind of kept adding stuff. Again, with the whole diamond thing, it was just kind of rough even finding books that we could read.
Yeah, because so how it works is we project out what we're going to read to try to
and then we hope
we try to get a couple popular books, a couple random books, whatever. And then diamonds.
We got a special
trying to review books the same day that come out.
And then we had the BK books come in too, so we had a whole
Well, we're starting off with Marco's picks. So BK gets a respite for a bit.
Oh yeah.
We're starting off with Marco throwing this out there, and I just ran out of time. I just didn't have time.
Okay, so like this is I got this in early. So like I was at a certain store and they had it in already. Nobody really takes it. So, like they're like, oh, that's
nobody knows when this comes out anyway. So what difference does it make?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nobody else buys this shit anyway. So like whatever, you can have
1000 AD, man.
So I mean, well, this is why, because Rogue Trooper was in it again. I think it's number 13 for Rogue Trooper. And I was like, oh, let's see where it's at. But I have to say, I'm very disappointed because I put this. I like, hey guys, try to get this on Tuesday, and I did some screenshotting of it and everything like that, so you guys could see some of the stuff on the inside. The Judge Dredd story that ended in the first portion of this was really, really good. It was phenomenal. The art throughout was really good.
That in our chat, you said,
it just was. It was. I was actually kind of disappointed. Yeah. So Judge Dredd, yes, 2080 does have Judge Dredd in it. Yeah, surprise Jay.
Yeah, this is the kind of book that people who know who Sam Fatu is would read.
Shut your mouth. Well, yeah, but you're right. I mean,
probably belongs on the
usually a collection story. Well, this is where hey, hold on now, but this is where Rogue Trooper had, and I told everybody ahead of time about Rogue Trooper. It was like, oh, it's crazy in a story, and then like it blew up, and I think it made the top 10 list.
Crazy what?
4 months later. Garth Ennis stories.
Oh.
Well, I also think Rogue Trooper, I think, got optioned by somebody. Not that I think we're ever going to get any actually.
I mean, it's still
content, but somebody optioned.
Honestly, I don't really. I sometimes forget it's in the book, so I don't really read it because, like, how it happens is there's multiple stories in this magazine. So
it's an anthology.
Yeah, it's an anthology. So sometimes I read like there'll be 2 or 3 Judge Dredd stories. So I'll read depending on where they're at. I'll read the stories first, and then I'll go back and start reading the other stuff. And if I don't have time, I'm not like Dom. I don't sit on the shitter till my legs fucking get numb. Sometimes I don't get to it, but so I decided to make a point to check back in on Rogue Trooper, and it's still at a good point, huh?
He's sitting on the toilet too long.
Yeah, it's still at a good point in the book. You know what I mean? Like in the storyline, like he's still doing a good job, but it's fucked. Like it's Garth's, like it's fucked.
All right, so where are you putting your mark?
Obviously, thumbs up. I think the Rogue.
Full or
the Rogue is 3/4 up, but the finishing of the Dredd story in this is just thumbs up. I mean, you can't beat it. The third story.
Am I giving you like a 95% thumbs up? Like I don't know where to go with that. You're like 3/4 for this one.
3/4 for the Trooper, full for Dredd.
Judge
Dredd makes it and the cover's good. The art is really great in there throughout. So like thumbs up, total thumbs up. All
right, so full thumbs up. Full thumbs up.
No, I did. This is my book. You slow down, Brian J. You see this every like 3 months because I sneak one of these in.
No, well, this comes out every month, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but I only get to put them in every like 3 months.
Yeah, well, whenever.
So anthology, like that means like it's got a bunch of small stories in it that continue every month from the previous story. So there's like what 6
Well, yeah,
versions.
no, I think this one had 4 or 5. Sometimes they actually skip.
It's
They
like
skip-
Shonen Jump for you anime fans out there.
Yeah,
you
like so.
manga
Sometimes
fans.
how they'll piggyback the Judge Dredd stories or any of the stories is they'll like start one
Yeah,
while
some
another
or
one's
they'll be
like number 2
staggered,
out
like
of 4 parts, so it staggers. So
yeah,
it
like
depends
some
on
stories
what
are
the
ending
staggering
early,
is.
some are
Yeah,
starting new.
yeah,
It's
So, like,
yeah.
my father-in-law tells me stories of when he was younger. He would go to the movies on Saturdays and watch their serials
Yes,
Mm.
it's
with an
what it is.
So that means
Yeah,
like he
kinda
would
like
pay a
that.
nickel and like watch like 6 different serials, and you get like little snippets of every
Yeah,
story.
that's exactly what this is.
And so this is that he used to watch back in the 50s.
All right. Well, let's see if we can do Marco's next pick because I know I got to tap out because I couldn't get it.
So we have to pass because I couldn't fucking get it either. So I don't know what this
Not
book's about.
available at my.
I mean,
Oh my
like,
god! I
I
also
thought this book was gonna
partially
be
have
so
to get it.
bad that I
I do
wanted to
not
get
want
it.
this.
I actually thought it was gonna be so bad that I wanted to get it. And
I do not want this.
Didn't
That
show up in the stores.
that annual crossover was so long. Oh my god, it was brutal.
I just don't even
All
know
of
what
these
this book would be
characters
about.
suck.
Yeah, don't worry,
They
we're
all
covering one of them.
suck.
Yeah, we're covering them.
So these
Yeah.
are the people who are the living
bullshit.
embodiment of the Infinity Stones.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
The one dude's name is like Time Out or some dumb shit.
No, what's one that's Ward?
Isn't
We're
that guy's
covering.
name Time Out?
Yes,
Or
it
like-
is. But we're covering one of these characters into
Oh.
later on. Yeah. All right.
And then they fuck Colleen Wing up. Oh.
I was gonna start going over all the characters, but when I found out that when I heard about the not getting the books in, and then I went to the store and I came back and I was like, I can't get the fucking book. And
Yeah.
so, all right,
And then
thumbs
they're like,
down
hey,
on
we
this
got-
one.
Hey, let's use that Captain Marvel knockoff Star. We got to use her because we introduced her. So let's just throw her in here. Oh God, it's just
All right, thumbs down. Let's move along. We didn't
I'm
really
not
read it.
I didn't read it, so I can't say. I think it's
fuck it.
shit, but
I
don't
still think
know.
you should pick it up because it's shit. And shit's funny. So
I don't know if it's good or bad. So we're
All
leaving
right,
it
next
as it.
book. Next book.
We're moving on to the next book, which is what Marco threw out there.
Only reason I threw out there was because it was one.
I know.
And then I was
know.
like, and then it also says that it's part of the Disney Plus series. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna shit all over this book. And then I read it, and I'm like, yeah,
It was all right, wasn't it?
Not bad,
It wasn't
okay.
great. I
No,
was
it
gonna
wasn't
say
great. Dude. There's they put one of the runaway kids in here.
yes,
and,
they
like,
did. They did.
They make fun of themselves on how here's how you're gonna get me locked in to any Spider-Man or Batman book. Make fun of the shit you normally do in it, and in the first couple pages, and that's what
Yeah.
they did.
That's what they did.
That's what they did.
Because I talked about this I put this on my Wednesday watch list. I'm like, hey, it's a new number one. It's the prequel to the animated series that I did not want or ask for. I was like, do
Yeah.
we really need another retelling?
Honestly, I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to
Spider-Man's
watch,
origin. Who gives a shit? And
but
then
it's
I
not
read
his
this, I'm
origin.
like,
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? It wasn't terrible.
no, and I actually am like, okay, now I'm not like now watch the show. So yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs up too.
It wasn't
thumbs up
actually
also.
that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad.
Dub, did you get to this one?
Yeah, so I'm debating like how to give this. You guys both said you
I
give it
thought
a
this was
thumbs
going to be,
up.
but I had the mentality of complete dog
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
So you had the bias that it's going to be garbage going in. So since it wasn't garbage, it gets a thumbs up.
It got it.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Right?
No,
Is
that's
that-
not.
I'm
No,
saying
that's not. No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm
No,
asking.
I'm saying like I thought it was gonna be shit, and then all of a sudden they did the one thing that I like when they do this, which is make fun of. Oh, we're gonna tell
Themselves.
another origin story,
Don't take
like that
themselves
shit.
seriously,
And then
yeah.
actually, like the story that they put forth was kind of a new look. It was actually
It was,
new
and that was the other
made,
thing.
and also too made sense.
It
Like
did.
that's the
It did.
kicker. It made sense. Now,
It
I mean,
didn't-
like
it didn't take the familiar beats like you just expected. Like, oh well, this is gonna happen then. Oh, hey, he got bit. This is gonna happen. They didn't do that. Oh well, then this is gonna happen. And like, oh well, they didn't do that either.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do what you.
this isn't like
expected.
ultimate Batman
Your
or like fucking
cliche.
ultimate Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Or
It happened.
absolute
You
Batman,
just
ultimate
kinda
Spider-Man. This is like
told
a
the
different.
story. I'm like,
Yeah, but go ahead. I mean, if you read it, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a crooked thumbs up because I didn't
That's fine.
expect much either. And you know, I was at the shop and I talked to a buddy of mine who is a huge Spider-Man guy, and he was flipping through. He's like, you know, this does look cartoony, and then he's like, I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't know what this book was. And he
It's not
said
bad.
that it was the prequel to what was supposed to be called Spider-Man freshman year, but now it's called
Yes.
Fun the Neighborhood Spider-Man, so they changed
Yeah.
what it's called, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, so I will give it
That's
a
what I was
couple
so surprised
Actually, you
by.
know what? Spider-Man freshman year, now after reading this, is it's a terrible name, but it's accurate to the tone
Yes.
of the
But it
book.
sounds dumb. Yeah, like you said,
It's
terrible
dumb
name.
as shit. I mean, it's stupid, but yeah, I mean,
It is
it's you
dumb.
can't
Makes
sell
more
it.
sense. Friendly
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah.
All right. Well, moving on. I now will add some books that I just randomly threw in because, well, I was a little bit bored at work.
What about the other one that I put in there?
Which other? Well, one of the other ones you put in there might have been from BK. So
Skin Police.
actually, I didn't get to it, so I didn't put it in here.
Thumbs up, Skin Police. Fuck you. Skin Police is the best. Best
The
independent.
only reason because I didn't get to it because I still haven't read issue 2. And I was
Dude,
trying to
Skip.
get to
Oh
it,
my
but
god, it's so good.
I didn't have time to get to
Dude.
2 and then read 3.
Hold on, Skip
I
Police.
decided I wanted to
Skip
go
Police
home.
next month. You got to catch up because Skip
I know.
Police next
Well,
month.
we did one. That's
Like
why.
it kind of got in there. And by the way, dude, how funny is it? They still keep calling the police Dicks, DIC, even though the abbreviation is DICD, but they still just in the book call it Dicks because it's Department of like Information something and Development or
Dick.
something. Yeah, but they can just call it Dicks the whole time. They call everybody Dicks. It's just
Department
hilarious.
of Identification and Capture.
There you go.
So that is DIC.
Well, I read Storm.
No, it says in the beginning of the book what it was.
I read Storm number 3 today. I don't know if you guys got to Storm number 3 today, but I got to Storm number 3 today.
Holy fuck.
I flipped through this.
This is not it.
You don't like it?
I like Storm. Dude, I was just in the store going through that Sins of Sinister, going like, God, remember how great Storm was in this and everything else? Oh man, I'm excited. And then I went and grabbed this Storm book and I read it, and then I shit my pants. Just like a dude walking through the fucking checkout scene at a Walmart.
What are you talking about?
This was horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
First off, who gives a flying fuck about the loss of power again? Second off,
Yeah,
fuck
all right.
your
I
big
get
ass
that.
dome. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Fuck your big ass dome.
Wait. It wasn't
Doom
a
Crow.
loss. No. You're changing things. It wasn't a loss of power. It was a do not use your power.
Second off, oh well, I mean, her and Wolverine
There's a
fucking.
difference.
Like I
There's
get
a
it. Her and Wolverine are
difference.
gonna fuck. All right.
He was
Third
advised
spoiler
not to.
alert. Fuck your Doom Crow, who's yelling, but you can't tell it's yelling because you have to tell us it's yelling. Stupid. Fourth, fuck Doom. Yeah.
But you don't
thumbs
like
down.
Doom now?
No, I just don't understand. Every book that they put him in that's not a relatable book, i.e., Fantastic Four, or maybe like a little bit of Avengers. Like, why? Why do we have to have a Doom Crow that's 1,000 feet tall? We don't need that. Doom doesn't need to be here.
now, so he can make a Doom grow 1,000 feet tall. I don't know.
That yells, apparently. I don't fucking know.
He wasn't yelling. He was a bit of a dick.
Oh, I'd be careful on that. I'd be careful. On
My
that.
biggest problem with this, when I read issue 1 and 2, is like, well, we still haven't picked up on the Eternity thing. But then the writer had said, don't worry, we'll get back to that. So I'm still waiting for us to get back to the Eternity
I
thing.
forgot that there was a 1 and 2 on this because this was I was so mad reading how bad this was.
No, you would. Well, all right. And then you had what about her and Logan, huh? That'll probably be the talk of the town.
That's what I'm saying. All you're saying is I said that you missed it because I said, yeah, the only thing anybody cares about is that she fucked Logan in this book.
Oh, well, I did miss that because you were too busy talking about the Doom Crow.
No, I was trying to get that out of the way and then go to Doom Crow. And I hadn't even got there because I said she lost her powers. And you said, no, hold on, hold back.
Because she didn't.
Well, whatever. She wasn't using them. Who gives a shit?
I know. I was just correcting you. That's all.
I don't think it matters.
There's the difference.
Thumbs down.
All right. You got a thumbs down. I enjoyed it. So I'm fine. I'm
Dub, did you read this log of shit?
I flipped through it. So I will tell you that I did like the artwork quite a bit in this book. The interior art done by Lucas Wernick. And I am kind of a fan of his work, and the lines are clean, the colors look good. The detail was well done. I mean, I don't know. I thought the
I'm
art
giving
was
you this.
But however,
the book
story,
was shit.
the writing left a lot to be desired.
It was
I
shit.
really couldn't couldn't follow. I mean, it's a typical X-Men story that.
Whoa!
I forgot about this.
Very, very
Shut your
different.
mouth! Shut your
And I'm
mouth!
a fan of Storm. I like Storm, but it's just convoluted mess.
I forgot about
the
Dub's
giant
hatred
bird
of the X-Men.
It's some giant bird out of nowhere. Doctor
Yeah.
Doom's in there,
Yeah,
and like, I mean,
I said
like
this
this
before.
whole all the little fanboys are excited about Storm and Wolverine hooking
Wolverine
up. So like,
fucking-
it's
yeah.
a great story. No, This-
nobody cares.
No, besides the redeeming quality of the good artwork in this book, you don't need this
No.
book for anything.
Thumbs down. Give it the thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Oh,
Whoa! Right in your fucking mouth.
you two just leaving me on an
Pause.
island. I still enjoy
Sorry,
it. It's all right.
Sorry.
I'll be
Next
fine
time.
being by myself.
I tried. I looked at it. I like the way
I'm
Rogue
fine
looked. I
being
like
by
the way
myself.
Storm looked.
So, did either of you have time to read the other X book that I decided to read this week? Because I was kind of looking forward to this. Laura Kinney, Wolverine.
It was
Anybody
good.
want to start, or do you want me to?
It was
do
good. It was good. I like it. I like what they're doing in this book. It's kind of like
I like the angle too that
Dude,
they're taking.
it's kind of like a single version of X Force, but like not when it got so lame that like Deadpool was an X Force member. Kind of like
Yeah.
Warpath, Archangel, Cable, Wolverine, X Force, but she's just by herself. I like it, and it actually makes that whole fucking Krakona era not suck as bad. I really thought it was cool. The question that I have,
I like the angle.
I have one question, and it will not spoil this. Did she set up the hole in the tree?
That's a good question. Now that you said it, at first I didn't think so, and then at the end I feel like I'm thinking that maybe she did set it up, but she's now taking it over. That's how I take it. That she's now adopted.
I wonder who set it up, though. Yeah,
that's her thing.
Yeah, I mean,
only because she acted like it was new. She's like, "What is this?" Like she acted like she found the hole in the tree.
Yeah, I went back and read it 3 times just to try to figure that out, and I don't know, but it's all right. I mean,
it is a little undecided though.
I was worried because they got the one cuckoo there, and then
the one cuckoo's in NYX. That's why she was there.
Right. So I thought it was going to be that, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, but thankfully they put that to the side quickly, and then they came back to it later. But yeah, the whole Kamala
and I mean they brought back like it's a hooker joint. There's a hooker joint in there, so like hookers and comics.
That.
Yeah,
that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
and they did bring back a character that hasn't been around for a good
while. Who is writing this? Brian J. I don't know who's writing this. Doug, could you run those?
This is written by I didn't recognize Erica Schultz. I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not familiar with the name.
I'll tell you, she did a good job. Is it a she or he?
You did a good job, though. I liked it.
Like,
I liked it. Don't worry. I'm on board.
Maybe
more.
I'm gonna go with that. No disrespect, but I think she did a good job on it. Whatever. And the art wasn't bad either.
That's what I was gonna say. The art wasn't bad. It was done by Giada Belviso, who I am also not familiar with. But the art looked good. I didn't read this. I just looked at some of the pages through here. I didn't actually have time to read this one. This is one I wanted to read, but I chose Storm over this because I thought that one.
You know what?
Going to have something
they also didn't do with her that I kind of liked is like a lot of times you'll read Wolverine and he's just so OP. That's ridiculous. I got some coke and hookers. Right. But you know, they didn't do that with her. Like she does. Like she was in trouble for it. Which is nice.
You give it a full thumb, or you have?
I didn't read it. I don't want to.
I know you kind of flipped through it.
Oh, you should read it, dude.
I flipped through it. The art looked great. I want to read it. I like Laura Kinney.
Yeah, it's good.
So
it actually wasn't bad. Like it could have been a shit show.
It could have been. It looked like it was. I'll tell you this. It started out looking like it was going the shit show.
I wish I would have read this instead of Storm.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look at the next.
It's like because even when you take
and it's a singular story. It's a singular story.
It is.
It looks like this is going to be a bunch of singular stories, which is really cool.
I was worried because I thought that's what it was going to be like.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, they got a cuckoo there. I thought they're setting it up. Oh, we're going to tell the little thing.
Yeah.
Not with the team. Oh, big deal. And then when they did it was like, okay, well, we can actually tell some actual stories.
Wasn't Miss Marvel in here too?
With
Kamala?
Yeah.
Kamala was in here too. Yeah, so I thought it was going to go sideways with that.
That's I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And then they actually told a good story.
Yeah, good story.
Story.
Really good story.
Like, okay.
And I'm
You
not
can
saying
tell
each week this is going to be. I think we should review this one every month because I'm not sure each week the
They
story.
they could go off the rails.
But if the story does go off, it can get right back on the next episode, the next book. So,
all right. Well, we'll leave it there. For now.
And also, too, I gotta say they didn't make these kids look really young, which is nice.
That's also good
because I'm kind of sick of them like making perverted kid books. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you.
Say.
All right, that's it. I had
I can't say that. I'm not gonna put that on there. That's kind of a spoiler there.
Yeah, I actually when I did the Wednesday watch list, I was complaining like, do we need another Batman one? Oh boy, we don't need another Batman one, but we got another Batman one. But you know what? We got with this Batman one. What? We actually got a Batman story I actually wanted to read because we got Batman being a goddamn detective again, and I like this. I like the weird ass villain that they introduced in this too.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was creepy. Weird. Yeah, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense yet.
A lot at all. Like it's stupid. Look here. You know what I was thinking in the first half? I was thinking, couldn't they just have another character do this? Like, couldn't they just have a character do this?
I know you want his ass again. You just want his ass.
No, again. I'm just saying, like, whatever. Not even the bad guy. And then they came out with the bad guy, and then they came up with the excuse because he would kill the bad guy. And then it was like, wait a minute, like this is what we're doing at this point. We're literally making a fucking book so that we make excuses. Not even why Batman didn't kill this fucking dude, why some other dude didn't kill this. Like this dude would be dead. I don't know what the fuck they do out there in New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
But out here, this motherfucker.
I get what you're saying. They're treading on very thin ice here. It could go wrong. A lot of
the guy had a shotgun. Do you know how shotguns work?
I know. I do.
Well, apparently they don't in this book.
Yeah, I know. Somehow he missed.
In a fucking
in a living room.
It wasn't in the living room. It was in the hallway.
No, it was very cool because they made a point. He said, "I was in the living room. It busted out my ears."
Yeah.
He said,
"No, Batman was in the living room."
You're still 6 feet away. You can't. If how the fuck do you miss with a shotgun?
I mean, what do you?
Yeah,
none. Especially
you're hitting both of them.
Yeah, you're hitting everybody.
You're hitting everybody.
That was the other thing too. Like they even point to the fact that that there was a character that I was very intrigued on by this one. The coroner. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah, the creepy coroner was weird.
The coroner was the one character I was like, okay, that was good. So I started to that. I think that's when I fucking got pissed off about this book. The beginning, I was like, holy shit, anybody but Batman in this book. And then we get the coroner, and I was like, oh no, this guy's growing on me. And then they gave us the villain, and I'm like, oh, the fuck.
I just kind of enjoyed it beginning to end. That's all. I get what you're saying. Yes, there's a lot of ways this could go wrong, but for this particular issue, it exceeded what I thought it was going to be. And
you must have had really low expectations then.
I did. I mean, I've been reading books with fucking Batman riding around with Santa Claus and werewolves.
Yeah, fair. Or driving fucking big excavators.
Or driving goddamn construction equipment like he's trying to dig up the treasure on Oak Island.
But that's what I'm saying is like this book kind of started to get me. So I feel bad. I'm actually almost neutral with this book. I just really the fucking villain.
You're not a fan of the Wounded Man. Or
all right,
I get
down.
it.
I'm done. That ruined the book for me. It did. It just down. Like now honestly, I'm a full down because you know what the coroner could have saved this book for me, and it was like saving the book, and then like, you know what? I'll give it a crooked down. I'll give it a crooked down because I do want to see more of the coroner. So like I'll pick up the next book just to see if they expand on the coroner.
What we got.
Yeah, dude, that was amazing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that one page. I know he's on more than one page, but that one page with the dialogue about that, and he's like, "I want to talk to you outside." He's like, "Dude, what do you want me to do?" Like Joker wrote a letter. Like, bro, like whatever. It was amazing. The back to forth there was, and then they took something beautiful like that.
But it wasn't just that page. It was like the panels. Just the dude was creepy shit.
You know what it's like? It's like remember when Home Depot used to sell hot dogs?
Yeah.
and you're hungry and you're like, damn, actually I could go for a hot dog. And then you see the person behind the counter pick their nose and give it to the person the next, and you're like, fuck it, I can't.
Like when Kmart used to have ices.
Yeah, same shit. And then black mold came pouring out of them. Yeah, same shit. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of what happened with
IKEA used to have Swedish meatballs, and we found out they were horse meat.
Bro, I went to an IKEA like 2 months ago. There's couples. I think older couples. That's where they meet. To
Swingers.
No. Just like to date and stuff. I think they go to breakfast there. Like it's a ram's horn because they shut down like all but 2 of Big Bob's Big Boy. So I think that's like the new older people like mingle area.
Denny's?
Huh?
They still got Denny's out there.
I don't think they do.
Not many, but there's still Denny's.
All people didn't really go to Denny's though.
That's get that Grand Slam. It's only like $4 and you get a whole breakfast. I mean, you'll be fine.
I don't.
The stream of consciousness conversations.
I was waiting
to say this review.
This book sucked.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, no, I will not say this book sucked. I will say I would never have gone anywhere close to this book if it was not a required reading for our review.
You just like the abs on the front cover.
No, I do like the art in this book. Hayden Sherman did the art.
Yeah,
and
I'll give you that.
Of that style.
Yeah,
that art was good. Hayden Sherman does this really weird looking faces.
It's kind of cheap though at some parts.
Yeah, it almost looks like it should be in black and white art, but it's colored and it's kind of cool.
Neo-noir.
There you go. But I mean the story was kind of meandering, but I want to know, like, I'm gonna read the next one. I want to know what happened.
That's all I'm saying.
So that's that. I will give it a crooked thumbs up.
Crooked up.
I didn't love it. I didn't love it, but I did. I wanted.
Yeah, I didn't love it either. I just gave it the full.
I'm just mad at the back half of the book. Really bad. So like,
I get it. You didn't love the villain. I get it, but
the villain's weird. But I mean, I don't know. I want to see what happens.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right. I think from here we go off of my pick too.
I'll leave that up for a minute.
I think we go to BK's. Is BK still here? Because now he finally 2 hours in.
I don't know. Did his mom have to put him to bed? If so, sorry about that, BK.
So
my bad. I should have said that. I wasn't gonna give him all.
Boom book.
Now I know because I've seen the chat that people are. This is like the independent sweetheart of the fucking week, right? This cover, isn't that it?
This was a limited cover.
Oh, no, this is the B cover. There is a virgin version that's the one per.
Yeah, so there's a one per store of this, so whatever. You know what I mean? Or thank you, whatever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is why I wish you had Skin Police here.
Because it's very Skin Policey to me.
But Skin Police is done right, and this is not quite done.
No.
Right. They use the blues because they're popular with the rest of us. Hit a lot of the or last of it. You know what this felt like?
The rest of us.
No, but you know what this felt
like a goddamn ABC show about a family.
Unfortunately, and obviously, hey, BK picked this book before. Give him props. He picked the book before it came out, so like he took a chance on something. And I'd actually like to hear what his actual opinion on this book is. It had some okay things in it, right? But this is the book that, like,
he's here.
Yeah, I see him. But this is the book when like people are like, "Oh, I only read independents because they're such great writing," and then you open this book up and you're like, "Dude, this is like just every trope after a trope and lazily done." And unfortunately, like I read it and then I started to put it down. I was like, "No, I'll give it a shot." And I picked it back up and started from the beginning again to read it a second time. And I was like, okay, I can get over the Bloom things. But you knew where the book was going. It's every independent. The government book is shady and infecting the people. Like that is this book. It's like the only difference now is instead of like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? What was the book that what's his name did? The guy that did Chew. Farmhand? This is like a more generic version of Farmhand. That's what I'd say. I kind of have to give it I'm going to give it a crooked thumbs down because I'm not going to read number 2 to this. Like, I've read number 1. I know what the book's about now. I'm good. You know what I mean? So, crooked thumbs down. What did you think, Dub?
I didn't read this one.
Yeah, they found out they
I
all
did
wrote.
not. Yeah, I did not have a chance to read. I had to pick and choose. I wish I knew. I wish I would have paid attention to which books were BK's. I would have liked to have read them.
I put them separately in the chat and said these are BK's books.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hey, BK, tell us what you thought about this.
All right.
Hey, Bri J, rewind the tape. Listen to what I said.
Why? What are they yelling?
I didn't. I said, like, you know, the Farmhand, the guy that did Chew, did Farmhand.
I like Farmhand.
Yeah, right. But this seemed like a more generic version of Farmhand.
It did. Well, the only problem I had with this is that they kind of took a lot of things for granted and just expected us to accept shit. Like, wait, you didn't explain anything. Wait, what?
Well, that's the
and the first bloom. It's just people that bloom. They just people want it. What the fuck is a bloom? It's just don't worry about it. And then there's some bits where they try to explain it, and then they cop out and be like, "Well, I'm not a scientist. I'm not actually going to explain it." Not that I wanted a full scientific explanation, but it still made it a laboring of reading that bit. So then I just got kind of upset. Like,
yeah, it also seemed very generic. And what I said, and I think you missed, Pete, was like, I read one of these, and I get it. Like, I know the book then. Like,
that's the thing. To your point, I feel like I know where we're going.
No, so, I said the guy who wrote Chew wrote a book. Oh my God, you can't clear out your ears, Bri J. All right.
What, Rob Gilroy?
So what does layman mean? BK, are you giving it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a thumb sideways? What are you doing, BK?
So I know what to put down.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs.
I think layman is the person who wrote Chew.
Oh,
I thought and Gilroy was the artist. Was Rob Gilroy?
I could be wrong.
No. I met the dude.
I was like Rob Gilroy. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was like at Motor City, and he was just in the like artist alley where the guys with the independent books trying to put him up were doing, and me and Sleepy John hung out with him for like an hour just bullshitting.
All right, Chew. The artist was Rob. Yeah, you're right, John Layman.
Oh, was it?
And Rob Gilroy.
Yeah, and Rob Gilroy. Rob Gilroy's the guy that I met. He's nice. Talked about kicking stuff. Thumbs up? Right. Come on, dude.
What? So BK, this is the BK.
He gives it a thumb up. Come on, you got to be honest.
BK's got a thumb. I'm putting it over here so we know it was a BK picture.
Okay, so he's saying it's lame. He says, "I'll give it 4 issues to see if there's a twist." Okay, well, I mean,
I will give it. I don't know. I'm not sure where you're going to go with. I will still give it the crooked thumbs up because it wasn't terribly executed. It just wasn't different enough to be a full thumbs up, but it was good enough to be, well, maybe it'll get interesting. Hopefully get interesting. I don't know.
If I thought it was having a chance of being interesting, like there was something I actually, even like the last 2 panels, I was like, yep, that's tapping because we knew that was
I'm kind of curious more about the one cop who's not bloomed.
Oh,
like that cop, I want a little bit know more about his backstory a little bit.
Well, I mean, the problem with it is
a little tease, but I want a little.
The problem with it is they spent like 4 or 5 pages with what happened, like leading into what probably was going to happen in the last 2 pages, and then they gave us the answer already. So I'm already like, yeah, I'm out. Unfortunately, I put thumbs down.
Full on.
Yeah. I mean, I just
did you get to this at all?
I did not.
Ooh, the government's shady, and if you trust it, they'll just blow you up.
Well, based off of my half and BK's full, you've got to give it a try.
No, Zaggy said sorry. That's a thumbs down in my opinion too.
Well, Zaggy didn't pick it. Zaggy's not on the panel.
All right,
he doesn't get a thumb in this game.
No, we've used the chat before.
He says, "Come on and tell us a thumbs down."
Cosmic, I hear you. Just just hit us up a couple days before if you think something's gonna be good, and we'll put you in there.
He's agreeing with Joe. Joe said that was a good
sure.
Pick. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, next BK pick. We got another BK pick from the world of minor threats, which I have not been reading and keeping up with. I even said this shit when I did the Wednesday watch list. We have The Brood.
Wait, who suggested this?
BK did. It was in your list that you gave me with BK.
Shit.
You might have missed it.
I might have missed it. Let me see if I read it. Let me go back and see.
This is The Brood. This is the minor threat. This is what the dad, and then he has the 3 kids, and he wants them to
Gangrel and Christian and Edge. come out of the ground, like, you know. No, not that one. Bloodbath.
Not those three.
No, you know what I read instead of this? Skin Police, because I put it in the listing and I didn't put this one in the listing.
I know. Well, I didn't read Skin Police. I read this one.
All right, what'd you think
I'll
of it?
handle it for you.
It's all right. Handle it. Yeah.
Again, I've not been keeping up with the world of Minor Threat, so I don't know a lot of these characters, what they are. But I will say the man in the middle is apparently kind of like the Lex Luthor of this universe. He's the big bad. He is the self-proclaimed. He's the big villain. Is like Napoleon Archimedes or something, I think his name is. And he has 3 kids he wants to be his heir apparent because he is kind of old and he may not last long. But none of them are ready, nor do all of them want it. One of the kids is kind of like the one with the mask, like the Oni mask there, is kind of into magic. And the dad thinks magic is stupid.
The hexagon head kid.
And then you got the daughter, with the Centurion mask thing. I guess she's more on the tech side of things. She had a bunch of robots with her. And then he has the son in the middle who seemed like nonchalant, put his feet on the table, doesn't give a shit, doesn't want any part of it, who actually appears to be some sort of undercover cop too, and at the same time. I don't know. There's still more to come with this story, but it was interesting. It was interesting enough the way they handled it. The writing at first was daunting. I'm like, I don't know if I want to read this. Like they start off, it's kind of technical, talking about his hex helmet. It's like, I don't want to read this. It's too much. It's too wordy. And then eventually it got a little less. And then when it did get wordy, it was to explain shit that I didn't know. So I'll give it a crooked up because I didn't know everything, but it was interesting enough for me to want to see the next one. If that makes sense. It is fun. Like, that's what I hear. Like the Minor Threats universe could be fun, but this wasn't like a fun issue. It was, like I said, it was just seeing like on the bad guy side of things.
Only unfortunate part is Pete's too soft to ever criticize anything, and BK will always say everything's great. So this is not how this segment's supposed to work.
But it wasn't great. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't great, but I will tell you if it was shit. I told you what books were shit. I'll tell you if it's shit.
True. All right. Well,
I don't think everything is shit. That's all. You're a very harsh critic with some things.
He gave it a thumbs up, so he said it's great. I assume that's a thumbs up.
Like you eat like a stadium hot dog or something. It's not the best hot dog in the world, but it does the job. Or your Home Depot hot dog. Like it's just if you didn't see the guy pick his nose, it's just a hot dog.
Well, it's because it was $1. This shit isn't $1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not paying $5 for another book, is what I'm saying.
The book was packed with pictures and packed with words. There was a lot in there. They didn't shortchange me, which is something I do want to get into when we get to the next bit. There is a little bit I want to get into when we get into our next bit. Our next bit is also from BK, and it caused us to create a brand new intro for it because it'll be a sort of a new segment that we do where we go back and look at a classic book. So
we were actually kind of talking about doing this already, and then BK
I know, but we figured
threw it in there, so it really helped us out.
So the 2 we've done have been BKs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give him a little bit of a tip of the cap as a thank you. All right, so let's hit the retro side of things and go back to the year. What was this, like 1984? I want to say. I'm not 100% if it's 84, but I think it's 84. Legion of Superheroes. Yes, November 1984.
Yeah.
Legion of Superheroes number 4. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts?
Well, keynote on this one. This is the Karate Kid dies. Spoiler alert in this book. It's
not Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, not Ralph Macchio. The Legion of Superheroes takes many different forms. This is originally I read the first I read the first number 4 Legion of Super, which is about battling a robot.
Oh, you read the original?
I read the old one originally. I was like, fuck. And actually, the colors were great. I actually liked it. But I was like, wow, there's some corny stuff.
Yeah. No, but
this wasn't bad. I mean, it was.
Here's what I'll tell you. It did. I know what you're sitting there. You're sitting there thinking, like, what was different about this book? You know what this book did that they don't do anymore?
What's up?
They actually told a story.
Yeah.
While the fight scene was happening. Like the
Right.
fight scene was actually played out, and they were telling the story through. It was almost like a wrestling match, like where wrestling match where they're telling a story while fighting.
You know how I
You
complain
read, like Laura Kinney. You read the Laura Kinney, like the X-Men
Yeah.
book. There's fight scenes. It's a 2-page splash panel. Fight, fight. Look, it's over. They don't give a shit. This book, you're seeing the hits, the strikes, the comebacks, the conversation happening throughout it. It was paced and blocked to tell a story while the fight scene happened.
And that's what I think. That's what I think they still try to block it like that. But a lot of my criticism of DC nowadays is like, you just put a fucking million words on the page, block it up, blah, blah, blah. And then reading this, it was like reading one of the old Wolfman Teen Titans. You go back and you start reading it and you're like, this is why they still do it, but they're not doing it fucking right. Like, it makes you even more mad. Like, when you read this and you see what DC does nowadays, and you're like, this is how it's supposed
nowadays.
to be.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about going back in the day. It was refreshing to see this, and I'm like, you know what? I forgot. That's
why they block out these pages. That's why they put so many but the words are like, it's like, listen to Dom. It's nothing nowadays on the pages. Where here it actually had some direction.
Yeah, they were fighting, they're having a conversation. The story was progressing while they were still fighting, and it actually made it like you wanted to follow along. Because again, these days they throw fucking splash pages. It's just like one big kick. Hey, the fight's over. Oh, it's one cool piece of art.
Now the only thing that I'll just say is, this is of the era of we're gonna kill off people and then bring them back. This is of the DC era. We're gonna kill off people left and right. So the sacrifice.
This was what following like Watchmen, right? Like, this is like, hey, we're gonna make things dark. We're gonna make things like I know Element Lad and fucking Karate Kid and Lightning Lass. Like, we're gonna take these very wholesome, even downright cheesy type characters, and we're gonna like grit them up a bit. We're gonna make this,
which wasn't bad either. It was good. It was actually like, it was. It
wasn't bad, and I'm not a big Legion fan. I'm not a huge Legion fan.
No, me neither. But yeah, I mean, Legion was always like the fucked up people.
But yeah, thanks, RP.
Yeah, there you go, RP.
Again, that was the biggest thing I noticed about this book is it's just like, I forgot these days because we don't get it anymore. Things are
so I think that is one of the things where I get so bitter about that and like whatever, and it's because of this. Because if you read this stuff, you would know this is how, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're watching one thing being done and you're criticizing it, going like, why the fuck is this so bad? And you don't realize it's because you got to watch Michael Jordan play. You got to watch Magic Johnson play. You got to watch, even Garnett's or AIs or whatever, you got to watch you got to watch the Bad Boys. And then you see what they're doing now and you're just like, this isn't fucking basketball. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what this is. It's like, all right. I mean, I'm not trying to knock basketball nowadays, but I was just saying in general.
I know what you are saying. There is plenty of bad basketball that is played these days.
Wasn't a bad book. It was a good call picking. I'll give BK a compliment on this one. It was I don't think he intentionally did this. I don't think he's bright enough to intentionally do this, but I will still give him the compliment. He picked.
I like this for what it wasn't. Still not. I like this is a perfect book.
No,
like, let's not get it twisted. Like, there's still a lot of cliched shit that happens in this book, but it was refreshing.
Yeah,
after reading some of the nonsense that I read,
I will give him this. He accidentally not only did it, but he picked the perfect book for the segment because it did have a small, like, reminiscent. Okay, we're killing off, like you said, we're coming out.
Yeah, there were some stakes to this, so at the end of it, I felt like something happened. Like, and like I said, just the whole way that it was laid out and played out, it was I felt like I got my money's worth. After reading this.
Yeah.
I want to comment on that part of it. When you say you got your money's worth, when you look at the panels in this book, like, every panel was different art. Not every single page, but like, there's so many. If you look at the like one part of the story, one part of the story, one part of
that a lot of artists these days don't do.
You're not just getting the same picture or the same art from different points of view. You're actually getting different characters, different conversation, different things happening, and that you don't get so much of that anymore in books.
It was
it's tough. Interior storytelling, it's storytelling, and in interiors, it's a completely different talent, and you can't just throw a cover artist at it. It's not the same skill set. It is not.
No, and this is Giffen, right? Giffen wrote this. Giffen drew it. I'm sorry. Giffen was a writer or the artist.
Yeah, I think so. But I think he worked with Levitz on doing this.
Yeah, he was writer, plotter, designer is what it says. So Paul Levitz and Keith Giffen.
It was quickly though. Please, anybody, because I see this is already getting to BK's head. Anybody, you don't even have to tell us your name. We'll use an anonymous thing.
Please just put it in the chat. Just put it in the comments.
No, hit us with DM stuff. You can either hit us with DM too if you want to keep it anonymous. Just hit me or Pete. Send us his book because I can't. I know BK now because he's got he's a little boy, got a big head now. He's going to be killing us in the DMs. Please, somebody send something in. What's up, Matt? Didn't you already say what's up to us earlier? Now you're saying what's up again? Oh man,
Bruce tried to give us books for this week, but I'm like, I'm not putting the fucking Zenoscope holiday book in here.
No, that's bullshit. We're not doing it. Please, though, somebody, please. We cannot let him week after week give us stuff. Cool.
And if you don't want to send it to one of those guys, send it to me.
Yeah, just do whatever. But we'll put you up there. But hey, tip of the cat to BK.
Send it to the reasonable one down below.
Yeah, BK, congratulations.
I give him the flowers.
Sun shines on the dog's ass every once in a while.
Yeah, this was a step up from Grendel 1, buddy.
Yeah, Grendel was fucking
huge step up.
Probably the worst thing.
Way better than Nemesis. Way better than Grendel.
Way than Nemesis.
Oh,
Jesus, that piece of shit. Yeah, better week. All right, what's up next?
All right, we got to get to the TV show stuff. We left out Dune this week, not only because, I didn't get to it. I know Marco didn't get to it. Dub, I don't know. I think you haven't even started it yet.
I have not.
But you would, if I had watched it, I'm probably going to give you a thumbs up anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of
so. You know what? If we don't have to cover it, we probably won't. It's a good series. Watch it. That's the recommendation. But for this week, we all at least tested this. We all at least tasted this, tried this past Monday. We tried The Simpsons football.
The fuck was that?
Monday Night Football game.
What was that?
They did this with the Toy Story thing, but
it wasn't this bad.
Holy shit!
First off, bro,
slow and behind.
First off, no. What was going on with the glitching where it looked like the dude was like grabbing his anus when he like the center? They would have like.
It was just.
I think they were trying to make fun of like some of the people that God blessed, if you know what I mean.
It wasn't even exciting. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't even exciting. Like they both played. Oh, he caught the ball across the middle. Oh, Jamar Chase over the middle. Like great. Like
it was Cincinnati.
No, hey, we're gonna pause that. BK, you can't be saying nonsense like that. It was Cincinnati. No, but like the way the players were glitching and stuff just was not. And then they did and Bart throws it to Lisa. I was like, who actually threw it to who, man? I don't want to watch the Simpson fucking replay.
Right. So,
I need my fantasy points, bitches.
Right. I want to know who this was targeted to. Like I get we say that about a lot of different things, but like people who watch The Simpsons I'm a fan of The Simpsons, and I didn't care for this at all. I'm a fan of football, not the Cowboys, but I'm a fan of football, and I didn't care for this at all.
I gotta tell you, I didn't watch a lot of this one, so I don't know a lot of the gimmicks or things they did. But when they did the Toy Story one, glitches aside, it looks like the way that it played out was a little more lively. Because I don't even know if who was announcing this.
This is not for kids. This was at 9:00 at night.
Saying, but the Simpsons version, like the Simpsons cast, were there even announcers? I don't even know if there was I can't even remember.
Matt, what generation younger? What are you talking about? They don't watch the Simpsons. You could have Sonic out there. Toy Story makes sense.
Yeah. Also, like, don't act like the NFL. Well, the NFL's only got old fans. No, the fucking kids.
But the fire bullshit that was going on. Like Matt, dude, how about this? There were scenes in there where they were showing Maggie flying around in a baby carriage camera, and not even like the play was actually happening. You couldn't even see the fucking play.
No, exactly. And then
what was that?
Yeah, Itchy and Scratchy. Hey, let's look at Itchy and Scratchy running with the first down polls. And it's like, Yeah, this was not good.
Dude, no, he wasn't. It was not good, bro. It was.
This was.
You
this
can
was
watch it
not
still on
done
Disney
well.
Plus. It's not fucking good, but
I don't
would
want any
suggest
more of this.
thumbs down.
Yeah, I feel like it slowed down the game. Like, you know, when you watch a game, regular game, there's announcers, there's like stuff going on the sidelines, there's stats they're telling you about, and this was it was quiet. Like
It
there
was
no
exactly. It was
crowd
very
noise.
quiet. That's what I mean. I don't even remember if there was announcers. Were there?
There were people talking. There were people. I don't know who they were.
It was rough.
But there were definitely people talking, and the animation was okay. The stoner thing, I don't know if it's maybe it's for stoners. I guess. Know. Yeah, I am a. I mean, I definitely.
The Cowboys lost, right? As long as the Cowboys lost, I don't care.
Why would the
real
stoner market be a market the NFL's trying to capture? Like,
I don't. Yeah, and on Disney Plus.
Yeah, on Disney Plus, you gotta watch this too.
Yeah, this is a bunch of garbage.
Oh, it was Orlovsky on there. No wonder. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Dan Orlovsky's not
on.
Dan Orlovsky, come on.
Just because he ran out of the back of an end zone one time doesn't mean.
I like you.
Dan Orlovsky wants to have Matthew Stafford's babies.
Yeah, Stafford or Josh Allen's, one of the two. Yeah. But all in all, this I don't think anybody need. We don't need.
This is not good. This is not.
All right, before we move on, though, are either of you interested in tomorrow's Maddenized version of the Thursday night football game? Because there's going to be a Madden.
Version. I got to put my.
I have a question. Like, I was told today that you can watch the regular Amazon Prime. You can watch that Maddenized anytime. Is that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be an option, but I don't know if it's always been or. But I just know
I think it's been there for a while because I was shown footage today of some Maddenized version of last week's game. I think. So I don't know if that's a normal thing. I mean, the way it looked cool. I liked it. I don't know if I want to watch a whole game like that, but it definitely.
I don't know if I can watch a whole game like that either.
And you can see the whole route running and shout out
the
to my
names.
Like
it's like the game, so it's like the video game.
So the players
it looks
will have
like the Madden game, the circles and everything.
Under their names, and they'll be highlighted, and then they go run their routes. And
100% agree, Matt.
Chris Collins. Oh, Jesus.
Oof. Yeah. Same. Joe said the same thing.
Yeah, I can't take Collinsworth. Man,
no.
That dude, he just hates the Eagles over one team.
No, he just loves. Anytime you talk about anything, you talk about Patrick Mahomes. Oh, Josh Allen threw a touchdown to himself. Patrick Mahomes threw it.
You listen to him call an Eagles game, you'll see how much he loves. Even the other team's Jacksonville.
Dude, how cool!
Jacksonville all of a sudden.
How cool if they went back to like NFL, like pre-Madden, so NFL 94, 95. We're going back to Techno Bowl.
Why not go back to
Techno Bowl?
Techno Bowl, yeah.
Techno Bowl,
baby.
Barry Sanders, run the sweep. Jerry Rice.
No, it was Bo. Just fucking throw the ball in the flats.
Give it a Bo.
Dude, people don't realize it, but that the NFL 95, if you played, it was Joe Montana on the cover. If you played the Chiefs and you could run a flat route to Allen every single time. Just run to the left side, throw it back, cross to the right. Or wait, run right, throw it back, cross
Marcus
left.
Allen
touchdown every single time.
Marcus Allen on the Raiders in Tecmo Bowl was also an unsung hero because he was overshadowed a lot by
Agreed.
Yes.
Marcus also.
You would throw in that play with Marcus Allen in there. That would totally,
He was a tough out too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Ready? Down. Hut.
All right. Creature Commandos. I've got to say, I started watching this last night. I had to go to the office today. So I couldn't stay up late. Admittedly, I fell asleep. Not because it wasn't good. I was just kind of tired. So I did not watch all of the first 2 episodes. I kind of fell asleep 2/3 into episode 1, and I missed most of episode 2 before I woke up again and said, oh, shit, I fell asleep.
Okay, so somebody who watched, did you watch all the episodes or not, Dub?
I did.
I did too.
Okay. You want to go?
No, you can go.
So I will tell you right off the bat, we opened up with Gogo Bordello, which is an immediate win right there for me.
What's that?
At first I heard it and I was like, this sounds familiar. And then
later on, fuck yeah.
Later on, they use that the Start Wearing Purple song, and then, I mean, like, that's amazing. That's like gypsy punk rock, awesome music. And so that's a win for me right there. And I don't know a lot about any of these characters going in. I will be honest. I mean, I know little bits and pieces, but I didn't know much. So going in, I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. James Gunn, we're going to give it a whirl, right? I'm going to watch it. So I'm ready for the next episode. Like, I was sad it ended where it did. I want to see all of it. I like it. I'm good with it. I will watch it again. I will tell you guys to watch it.
I mean, I don't know all the nonsense he just fucking said, but I'll tell you this: it was entertaining. The two things I got out of it was entertaining, and I want to see the next episode. And I did want to see the next episode after this. And not just that, but it gives the like DC Spankavision fans, which that's a majority of DC Spankavisioners. Like they just whack the meat all the time.
No,
they get something in here too. Yeah, they do. That's why they do those covers. They get something in here too.
Oh, they did. Yeah, I did.
Necromancy. No, it wasn't just once. They got some necro fucking or whatever.
When the princess was trying to Rick Flag Sr. She's trying to seduce Rick Flag Sr. in episode 1. I saw that because that happened.
Oh yeah.
I fell asleep.
Oh, that just ain't it. That ain't it. This
I know.
Too.
I know because there was an article on a comic book movie. I think that comedy like, hey, how they filmed the sex scene. Like,
yeah.
So
I overall, I mean, I just got to say, I liked it and I couldn't wait to watch the second episode and couldn't wait to watch. I was like, okay, cool. I was hoping that it would come out
again. I'm not.
When does it come out? Does it come out tonight?
Tomorrow.
That's
Thursday,
why I'm like,
Thursday.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I was hoping it was coming out.
Yeah, we're a day behind. Like we can't cover it when it hits. That's the problem with this one.
Yeah, Thursday nights, I believe.
It's the Thursday. night.
Kingdom Nerds. I guess I'm just not in the groups where there's getting hate because like everybody I talked to liked it too. They're like, yeah, good. What?
I mean,
what
yeah,
group?
even the
no group you're in is giving it hate because you hang out with the Spank Bros.
Yeah,
so like,
the Rotten Tomato score was also very high, I believe.
No way. I think
I'm not voting because, like I told you, I did doze off not because of the quality of the show.
It was good. The quality. By the way, the quality of the animation too.
I'm going back.
Good. Quality of animation, good too.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, you can really feel it when Weasel's licking his undercarriage. If you could just really get into it.
Okay, what's next?
Because I was again, I saw
130 in. We don't need to know what you were sleeping, what you were dreaming about when you slept.
No, I'm just saying he was like a cat. He was just there.
Yeah, Bruce. I think that's a problem with the people you hang out with, there, Bruce, more than anything else. All right, what else we got?
All right, next bit. Marco did put it out in the chat to watch this. I would have if I had the time. But I flip-flop my work from home days. I work from home Monday, not Tuesday. So I didn't have time yesterday to watch the Christopher Reeve documentary yet. But I'm kind of curious. My wife
did you watch it all, Dub?
I don't remember.
No, I did not watch this.
Last week, you motherfuckers, you chat too. Fuck you. Fuck all you guys. You gave me shit because I said you gave me shit because I said, who the fuck wants to watch some crippled dude? Right? Oh, no, they'll give us tickets. We did blah, 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 blah. It's exactly what that bullshit was. This is dog shit. This is fucking worthless as shit. Oh my God. It's so fucking bad. It's so.
My wife was asking me, she's like, weren't you watching this? I was like, no,
God.
I had Superman 4 on.
So
that wasn't this. We were watching
bad.
Superman 4 because I wanted to show you Nuclear Man.
No,
and
so bad. It was so bad that at one time, my wife fucking left the room and just didn't come back. And then I left the room and didn't come back. And it was still playing in the background. What that means is we got to doing work. It was so bad. It lulled us into work zone mode where we forgot there was even something on the fucking TV. That's how bad this fucking thing is. Like it could have been a white screen, how fucking bad this shit is. Just terrible.
This was in theaters too. Look at that.
I would have fucking asked for a refund. I would have demanded a refund.
But to be fair, I didn't watch it, so I can't back you because you can also sometimes be completely negative on things.
Fuck you. No, Pete. No.
I know.
No. You watch this. You watch this fucking week. You watch this week.
I kind of don't want to now.
2 minutes into the fucker that you're not just like, oh shit, I forgot it was even on. That's how boring this shit is. It's bad.
I work from home tomorrow, so I can try, and then I can be like, guys, Marco was right. You just want validation. That's all you want. I will try this tomorrow. I will try this when I'm working from home.
This probably makes Craven look like a fucking Emmy Award winner. Just saying.
Oh Jesus, Craven is gonna tank so hard.
Yeah, I mean, but it got hate before it even fucking got out there.
Well,
You knew it was
isn't that a problem? Like, isn't that a
Yeah, I mean-
problem? If your movie gets hate before it's even out, isn't that a
No,
problem?
I mean no. Some of that's just the modern day fucking bullshit that goes on.
I think some of it's just nobody.
I mean,
asked
this
for it.
movie's not going to be fucking great, but like,
Well, I
who's
think
expecting
again,
this to
part
be?
of it's because nobody asked for it. Who the hell said I want a Craven?
I get it.
movie?
I get it, Pete. But here's the one thing that I always do. You can say I'm like more negative about stuff or whatever, but at least I give everything a fair shake. At least I give it a fair shake.
Yeah, no.
And like, I don't know.
I know what you're saying, but you could try to give. You can say you want to give things a fair shake all you want, but
Yeah,
the minute you
want to
tell
know
me
why this was
No,
well
wait.
received,
The minute you tell me we're going to take a Spider-Man villain called Craven the Hunter, we're going to make a solo movie about him with no Spider-Man in it, and he's not going to kill
Pete,
anything.
we're not talking
because
about
he's
that.
not actually a hunter.
Pete, we're 2 hours and 40 minutes in. You've gone off too many tangents.
I'm just saying.
Here,
They
this is what I'm
give
going to say,
themselves
Bruce.
no
This is what I'm going to say about. Hold on, don't do it to this one. I don't want. Go back, because I don't want to say this and then it get clipped out and make me look wrong. The reason why is because are you really going to be the critic that criticizes a story about a dude falling off his fucking horse that we all know? Because
You'd
that's
have a
all
problem
this
with
fucking story is, huh?
You'd never have a problem with it.
Well, yeah, because I'm fucking whatever. But I'm saying, like, you get murdered. You would get murdered if you spoke truth to how fucking bad this is. Once again, it's so fucking great. You have not watched this. You haven't watched it. I'm telling you, turn it on and try not to. Like, Pete fell asleep during Creature Commandos, which is good. He's not making it. He's not making it fucking more than 3.5 minutes in this fucking thing. All right, next up. Next up. Pete.
I think Pete's muted.
Oh shit, he's still muted?
4th Street.
Did you mute
I
him?
can fucking shit on
Still
that
muted?
too.
I don't know.
Did
what
you
he's
mute-
doing.
I have
What
seen it.
the-
I hear my wife out there saying I didn't see it. I've seen Miracle on 34th Street more than I need to.
Miracle on 34th Street is way better than that.
I'm just so bored by it. Give a shit. I'm just sorry. Just with so many Christmas movies, I just don't
Why
care
the
about.
fuck do you hate the world? Do you
I don't hate the
fucking
world,
kick,
I
hey,
just
when little
don't-
kids are out there ringing bells for
Oh.
change, do you fucking kick them in the ass? What's wrong
No,
with you?
I would rather watch Terminator than watch
Pete,
Rudolph the fucking
Pete.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay,
That's
but
all.
we're reading Pete because he didn't watch this anyways. Okay, just go on your tangent. Well, who says that? You can't say that. All right, Black
So,
Doves.
wait, what did he say?
I'm not going to repeat it.
Pete's muted again.
I
Why?
know,
Why
he
is
doesn't know it.
being muted?
Because it's 3 hours in already. We have to get to the comic reviews. Black Doves. This I think was right up everybody's alley. Pete, I just unmuted you. This
Well, it said muted still on the top of the screen, so I had to make sure. But the point
What
is,
did you say, Pete?
like don't.
what? Black
We
Dove.
gotta get through this. Black Doves is supposed to be great. I watched the first episode. My wife even watched it with me. She was the one who recommended this. She said, "Well, the second episode must be better because this episode wasn't good."
I
all you
haven't
need to
seen
know
it yet,
about
but
that.
I saw the commercial for it. I'm curious. I want to check it out.
I will say it's very slow. It is very slow, this first episode. I'm going to give it a crooked thumbs up.
Yeah, it's
I
British.
will watch episode 2. Well, I watch lots of British stuff. This is not
I know.
this-
Well, a lot of British stuff is slow. To be fair,
Crooked thumbs up. Crooked thumbs up.
Crooked up. Crooked up. All right, fine. Crooked
right.
up.
Did anybody else watch this? No.
No, not
All
yet.
right.
I'm still gonna
We
check it
will.
out. I also got to get back to Say Nothing. I still want to finish that because that IRA
Claire Knightley in it.
in the 70s was pretty cool. I will say that. I didn't I'm into that, finishing that.
Don't know if it's cool. Lots of people died.
No,
Still
you know,
hasn't been
it's
settled
cool,
yet
in
to this
it's
day.
cool in the sense of it's an interesting watch.
They
It's
did a
an
very
engaging
good
watch.
job. I will tell you, they did a very good job of what limited knowledge I have of that. They did a very good job on it.
Because you know what, surprisingly, which show I didn't finish, and I don't really have a lot of desire to, was Fight Night.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of
Yeah.
bored. Like after a
Yeah.
while, like I'm like, I don't think I need any more.
Well,
of this.
watch the end of Save Nothing. I think Say Nothing. I think
That's
you'll-
all.
I
Like
think
it.
you'll
Like I don't
okay,
know.
we got to go. It's Pete. It's
I know.
It's
I know.
fucking
I'm just-
almost 3 hours. But
No, it's 2:44. But yes, we are done. We are done. with this segment, and we got hey, it's your fault for wanting to talk about the guy trying to cruise you in the target. That's what the first half hour of the show was you.
That's what that is 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that's exactly
It would
what
be,
happened.
hey, no, it's 20 minutes. It'd still be 2 hours and 24 minutes at this point.
Yes.
All right.
And we'd be
We're
fine.
going to the hot 10. Hot 10. Let's look at the books. The hot 10. Where are they now?
All right. Well,
Let's
before
go.
we get there, let me do the thing.
All right.
There you go.
As you know, we've been covering for a long time now the CBSI Hot 10 list. And we're going to cover some books. This week, we're going to do the thing where we look back, we check into them, we see what's going on, we talk about them. You don't know if they're going to be good books, bad books, any other books. This week, however, we're doing independent books, which is wild because somebody in our chat, in all of Rennavision chat for the last 2 months, randomly just comes into the chat and says, what do you guys think about something's killing the children? Then says, okay, cool, I agree. No matter if we say something or not, and then fucking leaves. So we're going to give you something's killing the children.
Wait,
Here
when
we
did
go.
that happen?
Oh, dude, it happens all the time. Dude, he's coming to the Star Wars show before and asked. He
It's
comes
true.
to attack like every 2 or 3 weeks, dude. All right. So it's for that guy. This is for you. Pete says it's been a while since we already put that up. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's what I meant to put up.
No, I don't mind doing that. I stop it at 3. As long
Yeah,
as
it's
he gets
okay
it
if he talks about it, but if anybody else talks about it,
Yeah,
that's what's
just because I want to shit on Miracle on 34th Street for
Oh
a
my
minute, and all of
gosh.
a sudden I'm the big bad here.
That's why you're upset because he said something bad about Miracle on 34th Street?
It's
It's
boring.
a fucking treasure. It's a national treasure,
I don't
motherfucker.
give a shit. It's boring.
Something is killing the children. Pete doesn't really know what the fuck he's talking about, but he says something about a script tease.
I do.
And then he says, Raws
rather
are
watch Bad
515, CGC 98s, 825 again. Not that I'll ever hit the all-time highs, which is true, because the all-time highs were, over a K, right?
Over
But
1,000.
for this,
Yeah, for this.
I want to say at least
1250, 15.
I think
yeah.
$1,500. I think this hit.
12,
I don't
15,
think it
yeah,
hit
okay.
2, but
Okay.
it definitely
Yeah,
was over.
it was close. Yeah. Anyways,
Over $1,000.
this is number 1, the A cover. This was in August. When he said this summertime. Back then, $515. Raws. 9/8, 825. Hey,
Missed my
listen,
window.
Raws are weird, but Raws are weird, but
I actually have a 9.8 of this, and it was a 9.8 I pulled off the shelf, read, and sent in just because I had it, and it still got the 9.8. But
I think you should. You know what happened with this one? I sold this cover early, and I kept 4 of the other covers.
you kept the Frizzen.
I kept the Prison, yeah, because I thought the Prison was good. Actually,
Yeah.
that was the cover.
It was a good
everybody
cover.
sold. And then what's the other one? The red. What's
Jay
the red
Lee.
one? Is it Jay
Jay
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
Jay Lee's the other one. Is good.
Now 189 as of now, and 9/8s are 350 to 525. Now with the 189, who knows what condition that's in? I'm not going to try and compare that to the 515, but 9/8s have definitely taken a little bit of a steep fall. But do remember, script was mentioned, and somebody's still pushing this book to try to pump and dump it. So if you can buy it when you can,
Netflix option.
Netflix option, yeah. I enjoyed the series. It's starting to slow down, like Walking Dead. Oh, that sucks.
I just couldn't keep up with reading this.
Mhm.
To be fair, and then they started releasing all these side stories of fucking.
Speaking
House
of Prison,
Slaughter.
the FOC version Prison, seeing some action too. Raw's 100, 9/8 hitting 175. Far cry from cover A, but still increases. Let's see what we got. This is also same 1 August. So back then 91. This one's not taking that big of a dip. Actually, there's a book sold for 120. They were in the 100 range, $99. So anywhere from 91 to 120. The 9/8s also. The Prison just hasn't this actual book. If you held on to it, you're not getting screwed here. You're just not getting screwed because this one actually is kind of holding a little bit of value across the board. Pass. Yeah, I mean, dude.
I think part of why this one though is not setting the world on fire is even though it's an FOC cover, I think at the time there were so many talking heads telling you, FOC grabbed it, Prison, because Prison was at that time she was the go-to cover artist at the time.
I still think I have one left of these I grabbed too because it was it was during the
And people were just talking it up.
The one that I was surprised,
forget it.
the one that I was surprised that didn't hit as well was the Lee, because that was the one that people really
Yeah, that's the one that people left behind because they
Yeah.
go, you got the cover A's, like I don't care, I'm just getting cover.
But like
A's.
the Lee's kind of in the same price range as this one. Anyways, next up, shout out B Smith. This is the fucking book that scars me every single time. But they're harder to find now. We used to be able to. I usually get like 3 or 4 of these thrown at me during a show, or like he'd stand up behind me and hold it open and be like, "Hey, this is your favorite page." It'd be like a guy fornicating another dude with like a severed arm, and then like a baby getting while another guy's eating it while the same guy's eating a baby, and like a bunch of other stuff. I got fucked up friends. Anyways, that's what's inside these books. Yeah, he's messed up. He's the guy that did, but yeah. Popularity of the Boys, adaptation of Preacher. This could hit. Multiple covers. Raw's hitting 60, 9/4, 215, also in August. Now remember, there's also the cover that's the black cover of this, the less sought after cover. I didn't cover that, but just cut the numbers in half, and that's what you got. Back then, $60, now 25.
This book ain't that messed up. This is just a regular old Diddy Party.
Bro, yeah. This makes Diddy Party seem tame now. 9/8 did sell for 304 though. But yeah, I mean, I think probably 9/8 would be the way to go. Okay, then I decided to do a little bit of grommets because I actually, when I was hanging out with Tony Fleece and Tone Rodriguez, I decided to pick the book up, like I think the 3rd copy, and read it in the comic book store I was in with those guys. So I hadn't read it before. It was okay.
It's a fun read.
It's okay. Yeah, it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Speaking of 1 in 10s, this one spiked at $99 after it was linking at the $40 for a couple weeks. Now, there was an off sale this one, so I didn't really want to get into it. But the majority, if you kind of round them, seem to be an $82 average. 9/8 between 120 and 148, which was very interesting. The 9/8 sales for a book that's averaging 42 raw seem a little bit low. I don't know what that says about things, but take it for what it is. Back then, $40 to $100, now averaging $82. So kind of in that market area, not hitting the highs of 100, closer to the $80, $85 range, and having lows.
I think the point of it is that it's not that hard to get a 9/8 if you just send one of yours in, because these are 1 in 10s. They're not going to be ones that were on the shelf.
Well,
held back, bagged and boarded, sold separately.
Hey, SNC, this is what I'll tell you. I really thought, I really thought this was going to be garbage. I thought this book would have dropped because this is June 28th. So it's been.
We got one more issue. We still got one more.
Yeah, it's been 6 months, and this book isn't really sliding.
Issue 7 is the final one. That's the
but thing. I don't know, man. Opinions and buttholes. We all got them. Peter says, yeah, this is the Void Rivals.
Is that what they're 50? Called?
Yeah. Only about a dozen sold. It actually was a decently hard book, I think, to look and find, at least because people were keeping them. About $80. The high was $115. That was in October 23. So well over a year ago. Now, here you go. Whoa. Hey, here you go, SNMC. You might be right on this one.
If I got one of these.
Back then, $89 and $115. Now, $36 bills, y'all. If you don't have this, I mean, it's a 1 in 50. $36 is the last sale. Now, I will say it's hard to see these listed. Very rarely selling. Maybe 1 to 3 a quarter. So, I mean, very small.
And that's the thing. Like that $36, they put that shit at auction. You never put a book. It's past its time. You don't auction that shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to get
though. Hey, but here we go. Look, 115 at its height for Raws, 160 for a 9/8. Like, I mean, that's just not. But the one thing is, like, you've got to have this on the alert, right? Because it's not coming up a lot. When it does sneak out there, grab it really quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is also the type of book that also you have a very limited market. I mean, you got to have those Transformer lovers who really wants this, because who the hell gives a shit about it? Because you're only buying it for the cover. You're not buying it for the story inside. You're just not. So you're buying it for the cover, and you're talking about an offshoot Transformer. I don't even know what to call it. I mean,
what, the universe thing?
Quintessence?
Yeah, they're not like a huge deal. I don't know.
Innocent.
I'm not created
what? What?
They were the creator of the Transformers, right?
Yeah, and they were in the movie.
Innocent or guilty.
Yeah, what?
guilty.
Okay, just cut that. Hey, cut all that out.
No,
Just-
seriously,
we can't have Pete saying some fucking just nonsense like that. You can't.
It's
okay.
not nonsense.
Move
But,
along,
like,
move
you
along,
really,
move along, move along. We're just gonna move
Do you
along.
really care?
I mean,
Like, are you
but it's
really
not-
paying a lot for that?
I actually like. Yeah, I do because the movie when they were saying innocent, guilty, and spinning. Yeah, I thought it was cool as shit. I actually wanted to get him as a toy because I thought it'd be dope as hell. And I actually made up because we didn't have many Transformers. Actually, really none at all. We had a couple of the Japanese ones, but not the real ones. Or I mean, the real Japanese
but
ones, not the US ones.
My
So
only
we
point
made
is,
something like this where we put
it's
masks on.
still a
something stupid.
limited market. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're still
Agreed.
talking about a limited market.
And then, like, they did a second printing that had like all the different faces on it, right?
I'm glad you bring this up, SMMC, because we go back to the original creator of the CBSI Top 10. Once again, preface that it's not the top 10 list because it's from Wizard. That's just the idea that Trey took it from. But Trey did have some books back there more than 10 years ago. This was in 2015. I'm not saying every book holds up. SNMC, I'm the first guy to tell you, especially when we were doing
That's
the
only
top 10
9
with
years
Pete,
ago.
the books I thought weren't going to hold up.
It's only
However,
9, not
this is-
10.
Hmm?
It's only
This
9
is-
years.
well, it's almost 10 years.
Almost 10.
Okay. This book blew up on the internet again Tuesday, but it settled down as all Hughes covers go. For the people that don't understand what was going on in 2015, it was kind of almost like the Momoka covers when they first came out, or maybe Frizen even, where it was like you're getting these bumps all of a sudden because there's the new stuff, and then it shoot down, like slowly shoot down, and stuff got pushed into the market. The same thing was happening with Hughes and Campbell at the time. It was the same around time in 2015. Del Otto was the king at the time. I mean, Del Otto was coming in with all the Venom books and stuff. It was just hammering. But now,
Can
9/8.
we also be real too about also what kind of did that?
What?
It was like the time of FOMO. Like it just was. Like we're all on those G plus, those G plus boards and stuff.
Plus
it's
and
like,
the fucking,
look what I got. Boom. Everybody goes, I want one. Like somebody
but
shows
like
off, they got one.
But now,
everybody else
but it
fucking
sounds
wants
ridiculous
all of a
now. But
sudden.
it sounds ridiculous now because now, good luck with Hughes. And speaking of that, now at 9/8, it was CBCS of this fucking shitty conversions book. $200 and raws are $100. And so like, if you want to know what the real price of this is, add 30%, 60. So this is probably about $260 CBCS or CGC
Oh, wait,
book.
we switched to Under the Radar? I didn't run the thing.
Oh, sorry. No, we're still in the same thing. No, I just,
okay.
I don't change
Well,
the thing
got
over.
the logo right there.
Yeah, I know. It's the same sheets. Anyways, there you go. So that's one that's held for a very long time.
I
Yeah,
don't
he should
have
be.
one of these. I still need one of these.
I think BK's right. Oh, sorry. Zaggy, actually. Zaggy started the top 10. My bad, Zaggy.
My name's on the door.
Hey,
I don't
Zaggy.
get offended.
Zaggy also bought some NFTs from a guy that went out of business because nobody bought his NFTs and paid his taxes. All right, Preacher. Here we go. We've seen this book a couple times, but this is right before. Yeah, I just wanted to do this because of some of the option news, and we covered some option things too. That's how I try to link them up. So let's see what old Trey has to say. Like him or hate him, here we go. Original cover was not an ASM knockoff, which is kind of funny because homages, they were big back then too. And they would get, people would go crazy over it. CGC 9/8 selling for $900 right now. I can't imagine what the price will do if the pilot is worth a damn. I'll be honest with you, the pilot still had people talking. It wasn't a bad pilot.
Yeah,
The show,
I didn't like the pilot.
the problem with the show was, one, it was on FX. Two, you got to call the guy Arseface. You have to call him Arseface. You have to. All right. Back then, 9/8, $875. Now a 9/8. If you need a Preacher 9/8, now might be the time. $200 to $240 regularly.
Yeah, the problem was the first season was a waste of time. They just should have started with season 2. They tried to explain shit that didn't need explaining. Just get to the fucking story.
That's
they
kind
didn't
of
have
what
the
they've
balls to do it. Then they realized, holy shit.
Oh, it was.
will
You're
watch
right. It
this.
was AMC. It was AMC.
It
You're
was
right,
AMC. They're like, wait, people will
Thank you,
watch this,
Cousin.
and then we get The Boys, and
Yeah.
It's
so
not
like-
always the network, because FX has, maybe they've corrected themselves with their problems and gotten, because Shogun was on FX and Alien's going to be on FX.
Yeah, that's to start
AMC
streaming. That's really the streaming when they finally decide to leave, because they were
AMC has
late to
Breaking
stream because of the buy, because Disney buying the products. They were late to the stream world, and it kind of hurt.
well,
them
again,
a
this was AMC. This was AMC. So
Yeah, but AMC had Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. They had good shows
Yeah.
as well. Walking Dead was on AMC.
Yeah,
Not that
no,
it
but
ended
they
up being
just
great
were.
for
They
them.
were worried that nobody would buy into this story.
Did they
tried
do
to a whole
Constantine
season to
too?
explain it, and they fucking
Or was it
wasted our
Swamp
time.
Thing? They did something else on there too. That they did the second Constantine was on this. They had that second Constantine series.
Constantine was on CBS.
Was it on CBS?
It was
Regular
on
network
fucking-
television.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
AMC
It was
stuff
almost good too. It was almost good
Breaking
too.
Bad, Walking Dead.
Here's
and,
one. This is funny because this just this so took me back.
All those Venom variants.
Yeah, Venom variants. First appearance of What If. Scarcely variant. Yeah, maybe. Awesome cover, I guess. Copies are selling for over $200 raw. Will continue to go upwards. This is all based off of a rumor that there was going to be a Venom Hulk, which there was Hulkerine. We had the one with which is Ghosterine or whatever, Wolverine Ghost. Anyways, Incredible Hulk Volume 4, Number 4, Venom variant. Here we go. Back then, Raws were $200. The last thing to sell, the only thing to sell, was a 9.8 in the last quarter for $730 freaking dollars. I thought, Weapon H. Thank you, RP.
Yes.
I thought this book would have been fucking $1.
Oh no.
This thing is still a monster.
All of the 1 in 50 Venom variants are still very expensive.
Not all of them. No,
They're
there's a couple
all
of them that
over ratio. None of them
yeah,
are
they're a little bit.
They're all over 1 in 50.
But they're not like this. This thing is a monster, bro. This thing is
It's
huge.
not the highest one though.
Which is the highest one?
Probably Face It Tiger.
Maybe. I didn't actually see that. Well, because when I went through this, it pulled up all the covers. So some of the covers do not sell as well as this one. Not even close.
Yeah. The cap one kind of struggles a little bit. There's a few that don't do as well as the others.
You can now drop the under the radar promo.
Okay, I can do that. Good. Then I can run this. Are you going right to your cap stuff?
No, I'm not. Under the radar first appearances. Here we go, BK. You did such a good job.
Tell me before you get the cap so I can do the thing.
I will. Okay, Pete. I got it. Let's act like at some point we've.
I know. Let's act like we gotta go. We got somewhere to be.
Okay,
go.
Yeah. No. Like we've done a show on the internet. Here we go. Legion of Superheroes, 1984, number 4, volume 3. Congratulations, BK. Yeah. I mean, Pete's ruining your segment. He should be suspended. I get it, but we're giving you at least some of your roses tonight. Raws of this book are $1 to $3. So yeah, there's that. All right, next up, because we did that book, we did find BK. Because we did that, let's cover some of the characters that, as a fact, Pete hadn't mentioned were in this book. Pharaoh Lad, wasn't it? Nemesis King was the bad guy in the book that we had read. Bad.
He was running the show.
Yeah.
He's the one who beat down Karate Kid.
But a lot of them are still in the first appearance of the Karate Kid. It is Adventures Comics, Volume 1, number 346. You see a lot of them right there in the front, to be honest with you. You got Sensory Girl, right? Yep. Which is also Projectra. She's also Projectra. She's also Projectra. But my question is to Dub.
Oh, I'm ready.
Good, sir.
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right.
Can
I ask you a question? How do we know that this is the first appearance of Karate Kid, Projectra, Princess Projectra, Pharaoh Lad, and the Nemesis Kid?
Well, seeing that you just read those names in order, right off of the cover,
yes,
I think it's because their names are on the cover, and I'm going to guess that those 4 people lined up, ready to go wherever they're going.
The guy in the orange suit standing is the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And the guy in the green tights looking like Peter fucking Pan with yellow hair is Nemesis Kid. You do the math on the rest.
So it looks like they named them in order on the cover, and they have their pictures on the cover, or their drawings on the cover as well. That's just first.
It tells you the million members. We're talking about these members.
Apart from look at all of the words that are on this cover, the paragraphs they put on there. Look at how
Dude.
crooked. Look at the Adventure Comics. It's crooked as shit,
Dude. But I think about this. I read the Legion.
Look at the
That was-
checkerboard line. The
I
checkerboard
think it was
line.
like number 2, the second volume of number 2, or whatever the one in the 60s was, where they were fighting robots. Imagine how much shit was on that page.
Oh, Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Next up, so this is actually a very reasonable book and has passed over a lot. I mean, when you're dicking around, this is one book you might want to try to look for. Raws are $10 to $20. I mean, it's got a lot of first appearances.
To your point, there's a lot of like adventures and like the Superboys and shit
They
like
get
that.
passed over all the time.
They just get thrown in a butt like nobody.
Now
cared.
mids. Now when we're talking mids, we're not talking mids as in like 7-0s or 8, 6-0s. We're talking 4s and 5s, guys. We're talking 4s for the mids for how old this book is, and then the highs we're talking about, maybe the 6s, 7s, and 8s. Okay, they're going for $100. I mean, highs actually probably would be the 8s. To be honest with you, 8s and 9s. People consider them 9s in the highs and the 8s and the 9s.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. A 9-0 went for $389, and a 4-5 went for $79. Great. These books graded, I think, are still way under value. So TS will be, who's TS?
Still fucking Legion, man.
I don't know who TS is, but okay. All right. Next up, we got to cover some of the other characters that were in here. Now, I'm trying to cover Brainiac 5 because he had a big part in this book. But then we had to cover a lot of other. Well, he wasn't the only one that was in here too. If you look at Duplicate Girl, she was actually
what about Bouncing Boy?
She was actually triplet girl in this one. She was like the 3 girl that she actually turned into Duplicate Girl in the book that we read, the Legion that we read from BK, the Legion in '84. Not this one. She was Triplicate Girl in this one too. It was her first appearance, Brainiac's 5 first appearance, Sunboy's first appearance. All characters you should know from the book we read. Action Comics Volume 1, 276. And just to let you know, I mean, Phantom Girl. What are we doing here, guys? Bouncing Boy is the only one you don't really see in here.
Well, you gotta have Bouncing Boy.
Yeah. Well, we just don't see it. But this is also a very overlooked book.
If people will go out and buy Gold Ball's first appearance, they can go buy Bouncing Boy's first appearance.
I pass on this book because seeing it, I'm like, isn't this something? And then I forget, because you want to know why? Why do I keep forgetting that this is a first appearance, Dub?
Because they're not even on the cover.
They're not
Their
on the
names
cover.
aren't even on the cover.
Their names aren't on the cover.
There's your TS. Sticks, I think, figured out the TS.
Yeah, their names aren't on the cover. And so, I mean, actually, it's sad. I do actually pass over this book all the time. And I shouldn't. Like, I usually have it in my pile, and I'm like, I can't remember what this is. I'm not buying it. All right. Raws go in the higher grades. So, like the 6, 5, 7s, 8s, like those types, it goes for $135.70. Even some that were claiming to be 9.0 was the 170, right? Like in that 9.0 type grade there. However, the very low grades, or mid to low grades, I guess, which is what we call them, is $42 raw. Now, look, I gave the comparable prices across the way to what the raw books are selling for. This is the book. If you want to know what made Marco his money, this is what made Marco his money. Buying these raw, on-site grading them, and then listing them and selling them for the other side. So 135 to 70 with a gap of 340 to 420, 42, 2.5. Like, you can't miss with some of these books if you're buying them this low either way. I have passed on this book too many times.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there like a dozen little tiny Supermans attacking a giant Supergirl?
Get her!
Because there's a war between Supergirl and the Superman Emergency Squad.
Oh,
Okay.
So
the Superman Emergency Squad are Smurfs?
Okay, so there you go. BK. I mean, one more. I'll give it. This is the last fucking time. Tip the cat. Please, somebody suggest different books so we don't have to thank BK ever again. All right. There you go, BK. That's what I did. Thank you again.
All
right.
Do you want me to run the other thing real fast? Or are you good with this?
Nope, not yet. So next
this.
up, I was going to review Infinity Stone and do all those characters, but instead I just gave you one, the Robot Ward, which is called Multitude.
I did these.
Terrible fucking character.
I fucking hated every second of it.
Oh, wow. Horrible character. You actually get to see him in a shitty book, too, called Avengers Annual, Volume 4, Number 1. Here we
Hanging out
go.
in a
The
diner.
A and the B cover. You can buy either one for $1 to $3. But kids, it gets worse. If you want this first appearance, you can buy the $1 and $25 for 20 or $10. And what the fuck is this cover?
It's an awkward, awful cover.
There you go.
Oof.
Next up, if you read,
Hey, don't go ruining dollar bin digging tomorrow.
oh, you put this on. Well, this is hey, look, man.
I made an
can't
extra note after I read the comic. I was like, oh shit, I could put her down.
Yeah. All right. So
Sorry.
yeah, I mean that's why Under the Radar is always going to compete with.
Yeah, it's
Dollar Bin
fine.
Days
It's
shit.
fine.
So here we go.
Oh,
We got our friend here, but not just her. Okay, we got what's her name again? Cypher or whatever.
her name is like Cybella or something.
Cybella. Yeah,
Like,
Cybella.
shit.
For those people that don't know, she was one of the Marauders that was killed. She's in Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, she like shoots
211.
acid. She throws acid or something.
Yeah, but she's not the only one that's in there. You also get Arclight. Fucking Arclight. You get Scalp Hunter.
Well,
who
Scalp Hunter,
doesn't go by Scalp Hunter anymore. I think they changed his name to Grey Crow or something. But like, yeah, that's good. Just get a dude just beating the shit out of a woman while she's trying to eat her dinner because you're.
Well, that's the thing, because when they brought what's her name, Cybella, back in Hellions, like those fucking Morlocks went for Scalp Hunter. Like, it's like, you son of a bitch, you killed a lot of us, because bringing everybody back. Like everybody's getting reanimated, and they were like, that's the fucking guy who killed us.
You also get Harpoon and Scrambler just fucking up another Summer Boy. It was always fun. This is an Uncanny X-Men 211. You've seen a lot of homage covers for this too.
Yeah, it's got the Marvel border. It's Mutant Massacre.
Raws sell between 5 and 15.
A lot of stuff.
9 and 8. 9/8 are a whopping $70 to $90. But hey, let me explain something to you about this book real quickly. Just a selling point. There's something called X-Men 97. And anytime any storyline, yep, thank you. Anytime any storyline shows up there, the first appearances, no matter how crazy they might be, like Executioner, start to get a little bit of plug. This one gives you a lot of value for your money. $60, $70 for a 9/8. You get your Arclights,
your Scalp Hunters,
Scramblers, your Harpoonies. I think there's probably two more that were so low I didn't even do. All right. But next up, we had gotten some news that somebody's coming back to the Marvel Universe. Pete, please, now's your time.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this really quick because I was trying to figure out where to place this. But I read an article.
You did?
It was about Fandango's most anticipated movies of 2025, and they're like, you'll never guess what superhero movie topped the list. So, with Marvel's list on Fandango, like Fandango, they had a few movies on here, not just Marvel stuff, but out of all of them, Captain America, Winter Soldier, not Winter Soldier, like Captain America, Sam Wilson, Brave New World was the top of their list. Superman was like number 9. Fantastic Four First Steps was like 5, and Thunderbolts didn't even make their list. So I decided, and I'm not going to run through the whole thing. So I decided to throw out a poll today just to gauge our audience's view on things to see, do we align with Fandango? And we don't, because apparently our audience wants to see fucking Superman more than anything else next year.
I get it. At
44%. Second, Fantastic Four, and then Captain America and Thunderbolts had neck and neck. So just to kind of put this in context and throw this out there, but you two down below, before we move on, Marco, I'll start with you because you're right under me. Which of these 4 do you want to see most? You can only pick one.
I want.
You're going to miss the other 3.
I'll see Thunderbolts the most.
You're going to see Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I could pick the other ones up on whatever. I mean, Superman. If I had to, I mean, actually,
you can only pick one. I'm saying
the sad part is, I'll tell you this. Captain America's the least. It's the least. It probably is a toss-up between Thunderbolts and maybe Superman. I won't be mad that I'm watching Fantastic Four, but Brave New World is like,
even with the, I don't know if you feel this way, but the regular Captain America movies, like this is 4, like I feel like they got sequentially better. Like,
like
Winter Soldier was better than First Soldier.
So
And
here's
then
the thing,
Civil War,
too.
I
If they're
think,
going to
was
do
better
the
than
Hell
Winter Soldier.
Hydra thing,
Slightly,
too, though.
slightly.
So the rumor with this is that Evans is coming back to play that Evans is going to come back and be in the movies.
That's why Captain America's back.
So everybody thinks he's going to play the Hell Hydra guy.
Let Dub pick before you go
ahead,
into your
Dub.
Hydra stuff.
I choose Thunderbolts.
But you're both Thunderbolts, huh?
Yeah.
I'd be on an island. I think
whatever
I
the
wanna see
blonde
Galactus.
lady is, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good.
I want to
with
see
her.
Galactus
Yelena
and even
Belova.
a female
He's in
Silver
it.
Surfer.
I'm in.
So I'm
And
Fantastic Four.
Her and the Red Bear guy are really funny together. So her and her dad.
What'd you say about Fantastic Four, Pete?
That's my pick. I want to see Galactus and even a female Silver Surfer first. So if I had to pick only one, I'd go that way because that's what I want. Anyway,
grab your hunger.
that's all.
Grab your hunger.
I mean, I'm going to see all of them.
Yeah.
And most likely in the theater. But if I had to pick just one, then I would pick
Cap would still, as Marco said, that would be my last out of this group.
That's grouping.
That would be my last pick if I had to choose order.
Yeah, but that's the first one you're going to see. That's why it's.
I know
it's because it's out of the way.
I think that's part of it. I think that's a lot of it. It's because we haven't seen a trailer for Superman. We haven't seen anything of Fantastic.
But also, we've seen 3 Cap movies already, and all the other 3 properties are relative. I mean, I know we've seen all the Thunderbolts already as well.
Well, I think with the announcement of I think too with the announcement of Rogers coming back right as this article is being written too.
Yeah,
he's got it.
But that's all I mean for the Fandango, like the Fandango quiz or whatever you want to call it, their poll. Like the normies, they don't know anything. They didn't even see a fucking trailer for any of these movies, so they don't know. Maybe. That's why it's different with our audience.
All right.
But anyway, Hydra Cap, go ahead, take it over.
Yeah. So if only soups all day? Chat, you failed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of votes. It was 60-some votes, I think.
What? 73.
73.
And I put it up near the end of the day when I was leaving the office.
Yeah. We killed the godmother.
So it's only been a couple of hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who got a lot of mutes? Okay, whatever. Anyways, so because of that, the rumor out there is starting to go around. You'll probably see stuff about the Hell Hydra. For those people that did not read this era of Captain Marvel.
Hell Hydra. Captain America.
Oof. Their Captain America 1, which wasn't a great book. He first says Hell Hydra in the suit there.
It's Steve Rogers, Captain America 1.
Sorry, Steve Rogers, Captain America 1. Yes.
That's how you. Well, I'm just saying, if you have to search,
you're right.
That's how you're going to find it.
Now, this is what I'm going to tell you because it's one of the. This is almost like a DC thing because at the time, and I remember this like it was yesterday, people were fuming pissed because they had just gone on the rant about how are we making minority characters fucking superheroes, and then you've turned Captain America into a Nazi, not knowing that maybe there was a plan down the road for this character.
Yeah, they didn't care. They just media uproar.
I'm just telling you guys where this is right now because we're going to hear about this in the next couple days. I guarantee you we're going to hear about these books in the next couple days. Hell Hydra book goes for about $1 to $3. Okay. All right. Now this is before, this is as soon as the thing came out. Let's explain who Steve Grant Rogers is. This guy right here who's saying Hell Hydra out of Kobik's error is Steve Grant Rogers. They reveal this later. He does turn into Flag Smasher, but they reveal it later that it's actually Steve Rogers from a different dimension that said Hell Hydra. I think it's pretty clear to explain that. There is an old man Cap at the point, right? But the first time that we see
Deadpool.
Yeah, but the first time we see Flag Smasher as Captain America is technically Captain America, Sam Wilson, number 7. Now, tune into the Old Boy Show on Friday because Brucifer is going to talk about a couple of these other books here. There's one very expensive book, one of the variants here. Spoiler alert. Check out the show. He'll cover it there. But here we go. Just for the A cover here, the little homage cover. Captain America.
Homage. All are correct, by the way.
Which is funny because it says smashing through Captain America. And guess who the Captain America that they're smashing through turns out to be? Flag Smasher. Ooh, spoiler alert. Anyways, but this is the first time as Captain America.
Han Solo movie?
No. Okay. Finally, we've
Flag.
got the dump of the day or the dump of the week. Just so you know, when this news got out there's always some weird book that somebody's going to try to find and pump and dump like it has any significance and importance. We have chosen a book that we feel is going to go down this route, and we're calling it the Dump of the Week or Shit of the Week or Pope of the Week or Pump and Dump of the Week.
Or
And
the
that
Sycamore
is
Tea of the week.
the Secret Empire number 10 unknown comic variant. Here we go. Now,
Oh,
what
store
is the-
variants too. We gotta love
what
that.
does this book have to do with anything? It really doesn't have to do with much. There was a ton of fucking covers. It's actually not even the only Delato cover. There was a Delato Virgin. There was a Delato variant. But actually, the book that's next to it's also a Delato. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's at least 14 covers to this book. Inside isn't really much more. It's just explaining the Black story, kind of like Captain America.
There are a lot of covers, and I don't even see. You don't even have the Campbell.
No, I don't have. I couldn't. There was just so many. Fucking,
Could even fit.
like I
in.
said, I listed 12. There's like 14 or 15.
There's a Campbell one.
There's a
in
couple
there too.
store variants of this too. This is Secret Empire number 10. There's a regular version and a virgin version, and just I'm going to say that you could get these books at one time for the virgins for $3, because if you know anything about Unknown Comics, if you know anything about Unknown Comics, Pete, explain your experience with them.
Unknown Comics, for a time, they had a lot of David Nakayama store exclusives. You guys know I'm a big David Nakayama fan. I don't like paying store exclusive prices, so I would wait a little bit, because every month, at least once a month, we'd be getting a, hey, buy 3, get 3 free, buy 2, get 2 free sale deal to get rid of these books that were not moving. And that's when I would pick up those David Nakayama exclusives, because I just wanted the covers and I wanted them for cheap.
So I guess my PSA on the shit of the week is don't believe the hype. I don't think Unknown Comics has ever said what their runs are, but they sure always seem to have a shit ton of books to sell.
Well, I think even if they just go with the standard, like 3,000 is a lot when you're initially charging like 20, 30 bucks out of the gate. Like, you have a hard time finding 3,000 people who would pay that price.
Yeah, I know. It's because it's Hydra Cap is actually on the cover. I know that's why. But he's on the cover of like 15 books. But like, this is the one where he's like on that. It's a virgin and it's easy for people to pump this book. Oh, there you go. Zaggy got it free in his mystery box. Good, Zaggy.
Mystery boxes are another way that you can get a lot of fun books from them, because I would do that too.
AOA
they're very affordable.
Where is AOA for this, dude? AOA's got to hate us for this thing.
AOA has
probably
been around for a bit.
This had to hurt AOA's soul when this storyline happened.
The other day. All right, there you go. That's on the radar for this week. We've made it under 3.5 hours. Actually, it's 3 hours and 20 minutes. It was my story that made us over 3 hours. All right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and Pete being drunk. All right. So please, once again,
I don't like Miracle on 34th Street. I only say that because we had to watch it the other day, and it was
bro, I don't get it either, man. They just throw so many mystery boxes. Here's what I'm gonna say.
That's why I got the laptop out and I got the headphones on. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna work on fucking.
All right, please. I'm gonna beg you guys one more time so we don't have to deal with the arrogance of BK. The arrogance of BK. Please send in suggestions. Please send in throwback suggestions. Anything to battle BK, so we do not have to give him any more credit that he does not deserve. All right. Now go ahead, Pete. Go ahead and say whatever you're gonna say. I have to go to the bathroom.
No, now it's past its moment. We were talking about Miracle on 34th Street a second ago. Then you decided to shift to talk about BK.
I have a question though. How do they?
How do they?
So how do they get a hold of us to tell us and what's the deadline? Like, what's the rule? Is there any rules?
Well, try to get it to us as early as you can. If
Monday,
there's a book you're looking forward to, tell us as soon as you can. At least by Tuesday, but preferably by Monday. I mean,
we need a little time to read it.
We gotta have time to read it, and I gotta have time to put it into the materials and decks, because I got an actual job. I actually work for a living.
I was just gonna say some of us have to be at work.
Some of us actually work for a living. This isn't our life. This is our love. This is our hobby. This is the thing we do for fun. Like, comics should be fun, guys, right? Am
You
I
don't
crazy?
just sit at home and like just watch.
Like, shouldn't comics be
YouTube?
fun? Like, do we have to talk about nonsense, bickering about bullshit here and there? Who gives a shit? They're fucking comic books, man. They're funny books with pictures. Can't we just read them and enjoy them? Can't we? I don't know.
I wish we could. I really wish
I
we could.
do.
That's what I like to do.
That's what we're here for.
I like to read comics. I like to talk about comics. I like to theorize
Exactly.
about comics. I like to
They're
discuss.
funny books. They're called
Yes.
that for a reason. Not take all this shit so seriously.
I love hearing what you have to think about them and then disagreeing with you about whatever it is that you think about the comics.
I don't think I could do Shroom. That doesn't seem like something that would fit for me.
It's been a long time, RP. Can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I'm still reeling from just an edible watching Super Troopers 2, and I'm like, I just couldn't handle that shit. I don't remember the movie. All I know is I had to go to the bathroom for a bit just to get myself situated. Like, I was just not having a good time. That nerd rope that I had just was not working for me. I'm just saying.
Nerd rope edible?
It was a nerd rope. It was a nerd's rope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Here's what it is. I mean, different folks. Different strokes,
Oh,
different
no, that's
folks.
great. Yeah. That's wow. RP, yeah, in the YouTube comments after the show is over?
like the after the show, the bottom comments, because those will be there more. I can see them and I can go back to them. Like during the show, like what we're talking here, I can't rewatch our show because I don't have 3 hours and 30 minutes to go back, and I'm not that self-involved where I want to go and watch myself talking for 3 hours again. Just saying.
You guys are still on?
Well, we were waiting for you to come back, and we were just talking about how this hobby should be fun. Which, again, I'm still
I have fun in this hobby.
Yeah, it should be fun. Like, who gives a shit about bullshit? Like, should be fun. If it's not fun, why are you doing this? If you don't read these things, why are you doing this? And not only that, I will ask you this separate question. If the person you are watching doesn't even read or enjoy these things, why are you listening to them?
Because maybe he stole comic books from some guy named Chuck.
Well, maybe. But that's my point. Like, what makes them an authority? Why are you listening to them?
Care.
That's all.
The only thing that I have a problem with is, like, I get that you're a loser, but you shouldn't bring people's wives into it.
No.
That's
and for
probably
that,
the line you crossed.
Yeah.
You
for
two
that,
idiots want to say
for
whatever the fuck.
14 months, I've been quiet.
Hold on.
I've considered not being quiet because of that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't. You guys know I don't give a shit what they say. I haven't followed them.
I don't either. But you cross the line when you bring
I don't care. But when I hear from multiple
bring
people
up my
that you
friend's
brought
wife.
somebody's wife, like,
that's crossing
and
the
you're
line.
texting her stuff, like, you got a problem. And the people that don't know what we're talking about, there's a guy named Brian McClay, and he decided that he was gonna fucking text somebody's wife some nasty shit.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that because she's sick. Like, you're a fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
you're a piece of shit. I know you don't get out your house, and I know you're gonna be like, oh, well, these guys, they were tough guys. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm there all the time, right? And if you're hanging out with the dude and you think that type of action's okay, that somebody takes some shots at somebody's wife who's sick, then you're a piece of shit too. It's that simple.
But you know what the biggest
and
thing
please,
about it is?
Hold on, one more thing, Pete. I'm there. I'm there. So any person that's with him, you see me, don't put your head down in cons anymore. Because if I find out you're there and I see you, I will address it, okay? We're not playing this game where you can fucking harass people's 6 wives. I will see you there, okay? Don't put your head down. Don't walk the other fucking way because you're a bitch and you talk on the internet and you ain't got something to say in person. I will be there, and I'll say hi to you. Hopefully you say hi back.
You know what? But this is what disturbs me most about this. They were supposed to be friends. Like, do you know what it is to have a fucking friend?
No, he's a fucking loser.
That's what I'm saying. To actually have a friend, that you would treat somebody that way, talk to their wife that way.
Piece of shit.
It's completely ridiculous, over the line, and
by the way,
14 months, 14
Lopez,
fucking months.
I hear Lopez is over there doing shit too. Hey, Lopez, I don't think you want us to start bringing up people's wives, or their personal life.
We don't need to go.
You don't want us doing that. You of all people don't want us doing that.
Just sad. I pity you.
Yeah, I mean
Legit.
it's sad. I mean that's it. I mean
Legit.
I don't know. I've heard that the drugs rotted his brains. I think he's always been a scumbag. He fucking told us the one time how he's ripping off old people's social security numbers. You know, he ripped off his quote unquote friend Chuck with those comic books, and that dude's now looking for him. You know, like what he scammed people on the old channel we were with. He stole the money from that shit. He stole money from Lopez, and Lopez.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that shit was fraud.
Hey, you want to know why you're not monetized? Probably because you were committing fraud. Let's start there. Let's start there. Let's not cry about how much money you don't make because you're not monetized. By the way, monetization doesn't pay like it used to anyway, so nobody here is making. We're not paying people here because it's not a lot of money.
We do this because we actually like it.
Yeah.
This isn't our job. This isn't our life.
But maybe you're not monetized because guess what? And it's hard. Like Dr. Disrespect, like literally was sending messages to a minor. The dude's still monetized. But Clay can't be monetized. That tells you where he is in his life. Yeah, so go sit on it, dude. But if you got a problem with anything I said, check out the video you're playing I hear on me about NFTs, paying your taxes, and see me when you see me.
Hey, apart from that, how about it's been over a year? I haven't heard one fucking peep from you directly. You have my number. You have a way to contact me. I've not once heard from you. Not once. You know where I'm at. I'm not fucking hard to find. But I will tell you this. You mess with my friend's wife, you pissed me off. I love you, Kyle. We got your back.
No, I mean,
we'll see you all later.
Kyle's all right.
Kyle's all right.